Well, hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. If you're not doing fantastically well, get a life. What are you doing, you set of strange people? Leeds United, top of the table. Let me repeat that again. Leeds United, top of the table, 94 points plus 60 goal difference. And probably the final day of which we were all dreaming of. Leeds United are going up. Burnley beat Sheffield United, forgot I was going there, beat Sheffield United. Unbelievable scenes. And we're here for the promotion forum, everybody. Let me know what is going on in your world, how you feeling, how you diddling, how you doing. Get the likes in. As Leo says, I can't say this exactly on stream, but you know what to do. You know what to do. We're going to share this bit around. If you want your mates to come in here, let us know, everybody. You know, just get yourself sharing it. Do you know what I mean? Get yourself sharing it. We're just going to whack it out now, and we're just going to tell everybody to come on in. Come on in, post out on my community. Come on in. Everybody, get yourselves on. It's all been worth it, hasn't it? It's all been worth it. All these trials and tribulations, the worries, the disagreements. Hayden's become a member. Marky's become a member. John's become a member. And Costy have all become members. Shout out to you becoming part of the One Leeds community. We've got 4 other One Leeds. We've got 3 other in currently. One Leeds community members. I don't know how long we're going to be going for tonight, everybody, but by God, I'm exhausted, kinda. But do you know what? I don't care. You get through it, don't you? You absolutely get through it. Who cares if you're tired? You got work tomorrow? Nobody's bothered. You make a mistake at work? Yeah, I made a mistake because Leeds went up. Do you know what I mean? I've had a few too many gin and tonics. It's absolutely, nobody cares. Nobody's bothered. I'm not encouraging this sort of stuff, but you know, if you wanted to, that's absolutely fine. Let us know what you're thinking in the comment section below, everybody. It feels to be Liverpool, as Planet Ball has said. It's Liverpool and Leeds again. It looks that way. Shout out to all of you in the comment section below as well. Without any further ado, we got Rolling, we got Jam, we got Matt. Lads, we have...
Leeds.
We've absolutely done it. I cannot quite believe it. It's gone for us. Oh, my God. Leeds United are Premier League. We are Premier League. How are we all doing, lads? What an afternoon.
Pump it up. The whites are going
up.
Oh,
mate, we are back, baby, aren't we?
The whites are going up.
Oh, pump it up. The whites are going up.
Don't you know? Pump it up. The whites are going up. Get in there, boys. What a look at, and they're showing the celebrations at Leeds now. 6. Stevie boy, 6 goals. What's all that about? Leeds don't do that. They're under pressure. They're under pressure. 6-0.
Massive today. Massive.
I've gone to the guy with the worst voice to talk first.
I'll put Sean Dyche on, to be fair with you know. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Sorry, lads, I've got no voice. Sorry, everybody. I've been ill all week, but there's no ways I'm missing this today. Absolutely banging.
Yeah,
banging.
Unbelievable.
I tell you what, when Pirro went off, right, that was it for me. I just tears, and I don't know why. Pirro's had such a shit run the last few weeks, but today to get fucking 4 goals.
4 goals. 4 goals. 4 freaking goals. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen that. And we're joined as well by Mike in the background as well. Mikey boy, how you doing?
Hey, mate, can you hear me?
We can. Look at those teeth. We can see them anywhere, mate. You're glowing up my room. Get in there, lads. Unbelievable.
Mate. Yeah, Mike done, guys.
Mike joins us from the Patreon as well. We'll go to Mike first. Mike, as well, we'll go second. How you feeling, mate? What an unbelievable experience that was. Unbelievable. Even though we're not all together, we all feel like we're together, don't we, buddy? What a win.
Me, yeah?
Yeah, you. Come on, you've watched these shows. Come on.
I was just thinking, Connor, it shows how old I am. I was at the playoff final at St Andrews when we played Charlton, and it was a disaster, as you probably know. They scored twice near the end, and the Leeds, all the Burger fans were set alight. The riot police came in, and it was doom and gloom. And ever since then, we've been up and down. As everyone knows, you know, we're always on the edge. It's like a roller coaster with our club. And for the first time for a long time now. Even when with Bielsa, although Bielsa is a legend and we will always love him, there's something about this new setup now that gives me fantastic hope for the future. So it's fantastic, mate, especially for an old boy like me. And I'm sure there's loads of other old boys around and girls, feel the same way. We've been supporting the club for so long, since I was 11 when we were in the FA Cup final against Arsenal. Yeah. And it's just fantastic. And now is the new future. That's how I feel for the club. I think there's something special about to happen. We're not going to go into the top 6 of the Premier League, but if we can stabilise ourselves, and move on from there, then fantastic. Yeah, unbelievable. And mate. By the way, before I leave, if I cut off, I've got to say, mate, your shows all season have been absolutely fantastic. So well done, Connor, for the content you've given us all. Is it that? Is it the terrible? Is it the terrible hat? What's going on, Mike? Is it? I'm thinking to myself, mate. If I go bald, my nose is too big, and I can't wear this hat. What's going on, mate? What do you do? Do we all go for hair transplant? What happens when you go bald? I can't wear hats. Well, look at this. I can't wear hats. Yeah,
you've got to wear that when you got no hair.
That's it, but Mike, you have to set me up with your teeth, man. But cheers, Mikey boy. Love you lots, fella. I'll see you soon. Field. Yeah, Mike, big fan of the channel as well. Everybody, just have to shout out this from for the ups and downs, mentality monsters. We are Premier League. Get around it on me. Nice James, thank you so much. James is actually a former James. I should have probably sent you this in terms of payment, mate, to be fair to you. But thank you so much, buddy, for that donation. And yeah, 100%, buddy. Look, we have to spread this around, don't we? We have to spread it around. We've not even come to the 2 in the bottom. Jam's got a bloody beer. The Welsh monster at the bottom. He's been away on holiday. He's got the similar Ellen Road plaque to me, which I'm absolutely loving in the background there, my friend. Just perched it up on there. Do you know when you're thinking, where the bloody hell can I put this in my room? I've got to show Connor that I've got a bit of a setup. I'm just going to place it on the edge of my picture there. I love it, mate. It's great. How you doing?
Got to progress, mate. Haven't I? Got to, just subtly put it in the background just so everyone can see. But
go on, mate.
Do you know what? It's just I'm gonna not try and not get emotional, but like for the fans who don't know, like my cousin passed away from bowel cancer a couple of years ago. He was only 30 years old, and like. These moments, I know he'd be just coming. I know he'd be partying with me right now, and he'd be smiling. So, literally, this is for my cousin Josh. Just a shout out to him because he honestly, it's just emotional, guys. This is what it's all about for me. This is the club I fall in love. When it's like this, it's worth it. We all live for this, don't we? We literally. All season we've been worrying. I've been having sleepless nights. I thought we were done after Luton, boys. I'll be honest. I thought we were done playoff time, but
I did.
Literally. But honestly, I'm probably going to be a bit of a fumbling mess on this stream just because I've had a few pints. But I mean, literally, this is what we live for. I wouldn't change anything for the world. I know we have our ups and downs, but we march on together as the song goes, and it's just like it's unbelievable, boys. And I just, it's emotional. You don't know whether you feel. Well, I'm happy, obviously, but. I'm trying to keep it together for the stream, but just absolutely over the moon, boys. Absolutely over the moon. You just literally just want to inject the tears from Wilder as well in your arm. But I'll pass it on to Welsh now, Matt and stuff. But
that's. I just like to say as well, pal. That's lovely. It's because you think to yourself, don't you? Like we all have stuff going on in life. We all have stuff going on, and people in the comments will have stuff going on. We have stuff going on. And Leeds, it's weird. It brings us all together. I'd never met you three. The comments. I noticed the comments. I noticed certain people. Alan, Sam, Lee. I noticed the people and the Patreons and the WhatsApp community and just the community in general that we've built. I wouldn't have friends like I have if it wasn't for this community with Leeds, and that's what we've been able to build with One Leeds. And you three in particular, you've been a credit to the channel this season. And it is emotional because it's like, this is it. We're back. We're back in the big time. We're out the doldrums. All those worries that we had when Matt was saying that we'd lose 94 games in a row. Do you know what I mean? When Steve was bringing him back and saying, we won't lose 94. We'll win 94. And Jam has been the guy in the middle. But it's been a really good experience. And we're back. And that's it. And there he goes. He's had enough. But Matt, go on, mate. How are you feeling, buddy?
Oh, mate, I'm just, like...
It's emotional. It's like emotional drainage, isn't it? It's like, my God.
just like felt everything like this season. It's just, and I said this morning I was in a good mood until you dropped a voice note, Connor. Making me nervous. I was quite confident before today.
Never listen to my voice notes on game day. It's like my horrendous thoughts. It's like every bad thought I have.
I actually don't know why you did that. I didn't want to hear that. But anyway, but then as a guy, who would have thought 6-0? I just can't believe it. When we scored the first early, that's great because we do that. But when the second, third, Perot on fire, I mean, I think I pissed myself on the second one because of excitement. And then when Perot scored, I said, I started crying. I don't know, like when he got his third for his hat trick. Because, and I admit it, I've had a go at Perot as well the last few games.
Yeah,
and
of course.
He's turned up under the pressure we had today, and he's turned up and banged it in like that. I just couldn't believe it. And we were absolutely on fire. And that's the team that we've kind of been in and out of this season. But to do it at this point, and everyone put a shift in, and just to literally smash Stoke away when we needed to, and the results gone for us just now. Yeah. After the season we've had, I was looking back, like March was horrendous. I thought with those draws, we lost to Portsmouth, sorry. I was thinking, this is awful. It's all over again, like last bit. But we've come through it now with games to spare. That's what I can't believe.
I know.
As in promoted. I know there's top 2, but we're promoted with games to spare. There's none of this shit going to the last day of the season, looking at other results. We've just been able to focus on us and got us over the line. I'm so happy that I've got work tomorrow. I don't care. I've got to have a drink and celebrate.
Do you know what it is, mate? You have a little bit of a sore head tomorrow. Who cares? Do you know what do we all live for? We all live and die this club, don't we? We love it. We love it. And you feel everything. We've been on here before, and everything hurts. It's like, no, it's that period where people genuinely think you want it to happen. I've had people say to me, Connor, you want it to happen for content. Are you mad? If you don't know me, like, oh my God, like Leeds winning is everything to me. It's everything. And it's just, at this point, you don't care about anything else. But Leeds United, it makes, lads, and kills your weekend, doesn't it? So Leeds winning is absolutely everything.
In fact, Connor, I just want to say fair play to your community as well. You built over this. This is just brilliant. We do it together, don't we? We do. Go into the ground, the dirt, the shit, the mud together. We get out again and we go through it with the club. And this is where it puts us when we're together. This feeling. But let's just enjoy the feeling as well for the moment. I know there's another couple of games, and first and second. Thoughts of next year. Yeah, great. But let's just enjoy this moment of battering someone 6-0 and getting promoted. This is so different to last year. It's amazing.
Matt, say that again. Matt, say that again. Reload it. I want to hear it again. I want to hear you say we've battered someone 6-0. We've just been promoted. What's going on? What's going on?
We've absolutely battered someone 6-0. And we've gone out with games to spare. What the hell?
Can you hear it in the back? We'll reload it in a second. Everyone's like, you've got a little machine, haven't you? I'm like, yeah, it's there. Jasper says, getting Leeds, unbelievable day. Enjoy the beers, lads. Beautiful. Jasper at work. I know he is today, so shout out to Jasper. Stuart Walker become a YouTube member. Connor's in the building. All Leeds, aren't we? I know you don't know me, but I love you all. Yes, yes, man. And do you know what I'd like to say? People who aren't living in Leeds, people who aren't close to Leeds. I've been in your situation, and there's a lot of people similar. I'm not close to Leeds now, but I hope you can feel it with the fan forum a little bit, that we're all together. You're all having a few beers. We're all having a bit of a laugh, and that's what I want this to be. You can't quite be in Leeds for whatever reason, location, etc., etc. You're living somewhere else. I get it, but it's a community. I want to bring people in. And talking about bringing people in. Energy.
Yeah,
here he is.
Let's go.
It's energy.
To get the stick we get.
A lot of it, Gabe, a lot of these lads have been waiting for this moment.
All right. Okay.
The LeBron James of the One Leeds community has arrived.
What, overhyped and underdelivered?
That's exactly right.
Is that right?
Yeah. I just like to say as well, Bram Mullane screaming for Joy Division right now. I absolutely love that. The amount of times this week I've heard Ellen Drode. If you don't know, everybody, someone phoned up a radio station and said, can you play Joy Division for my friend Ellen Drode? So I got the One Leeds community to spam on Jim Bob's stream exactly what Joe's just put here. Bram Lane screaming for Joy Division right now. We absolutely love it. Gabe, how you feeling, mate?
I don't think it's legal in the UK, so I can't describe how I enjoyed that. Yeah, I feel great. I feel I'm on cloud 9. It's weird. It's weird. This feels strange because we've talked about wanting Leeds to handle their business, so we're not worrying about the result going down to Plymouth in like a weird game made for drama. I'll take this, but I know what's going to happen. Like later on, I'm going to be like at the shop or something, and the elation's going to hit me. Right now, I'm shocked. I have like shell shock. I don't really know how to process it.
Mate, you feeling that thing that we're all feeling where we've just literally, because we've all done it. Like I've been on stream doing it and talking to people, but we've all done it. We've all been watching like 6 hours worth of football content, and we're all just like, it's a dump, isn't it? We're all just like,
yeah. I don't think I've laughed as hard. Like I recommend to anybody to come out to California, enjoy some of our greenery, and just watch Chris Wilder get angry. It's the best way to spend a late morning I can even imagine. After a 6-0 victory, too. I mean, what an absolute romp that was. We've played matches that I'm sure are better, but under the circumstances, like the context, the pressure. And I know we were at home, but yeah. Stoke, I know that it's an easy, like I bag on them all the time for numerous reasons, but like, it's not an easy game on paper, especially the way can neither confirm nor deny, Jamie.
The OGs know. The OGs know.
The OGs know. That's right. But honestly, I'm blown away by how well we played. I'm very proud of the team. I'm very proud of the team.
And how good that Cali Cush is, mother effer.
Man, hybrid. This stuff is not. This is not your grandma's. This is straight into the bloodstream.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
At the black and the white thing. Or is it your?
Sorry, what? Say again.
I'm sorry, I've got no voice. Is that a candle there behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. Matt.
Oh, you mean this thing? This thing right here. This thing's an IKEA thing, actually.
Stop over-explaining everything. You look too wavy. Matt, what are your thoughts on Joel Perreault, man? What are your thoughts on like how this guy 1 goal contribution in 11 games, and then he gets 3 in
boost that resale value.
Yeah, just like what the hell? What is going on?
I can't believe it. On your last stream, that was the one negative I mentioned was Perreault's got to be changed out. Like he just was contributing nothing. And I don't know what's happened to him today. Like a bit like Gabe said, maybe I'm just the pressure. I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised. And I take back what he says. I've always said he was a lethal finisher, but he was just not in the games recently. So I was thinking he had to swap out even Bamford to start. I was saying, but he just was in the right place, right time, finishing. I know there's a sort of deflection on one. The one I love that smacked him in the face. And then he still composed himself to score and finish. And I just thought, that's it. Just have it, Stoke, on that last sort of pressure moment. And I know we kind of put the foot off the gas a bit, but Perreault, fair play to him for coming up in the clutch moments. Connor, you always taught me that word. I've learned clutch moments.
Yeah.
And doing it when we need him most, when we need our striker most. So it's amazing. Amazing. Look at the boys there.
Oh, I love it. Ramazani's got the goggles on. This is fantastic. But can I throw out some statistics as well, Connor?
If you want, if you really
I just want to contrast and compare like what a team that wants to win does versus a team that just bundles into a match with an angry manager. So our boys controlled 67% of the possession, and it wasn't even close when it comes to that. 3.4 expected goals. Obviously, we put 6 past them. We had 8 big chances and 18 total shots. It's absolutely absurd. We doubled the pass tally of Stoke. Now let's look at what Hamface's team has done. These guys went in to a must-win game and produced 14 shots with only 1 big chance, not 0.5 expected goals, and was outpassed by a Burnley team that isn't really known for possession football. An utter disgraceful performance. They deserve to be in the playoffs. If anything, they deserve to be languishing down in this division again. Nothing makes me happier than us winning 6-0 and watching Chris Wilder lose in a must-win game. Oh, it's perfect. It's sort of, we're all having a Pirro day, aren't we? It's like the ball is hitting us in the face. It wants to find us so much.
Yeah.
I just love the fact you've got, like, even in these celebrations, like Ramazan is going nuts. He's got his glasses on. He's got the champagne.
Yeah.
You've got Schmidt going nuts as well. I just love the players that aren't even involved, like, properly. They're
good,
really getting involved. It's great. Look,
Aronson's like, guys, we're not allowed to drink.
Ramazan is just like, all these times I've been benched, I'm just getting pissed. I don't care.
Yeah. Look at Pirro. Pirro's 2 sheets. He's gone, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. I think he's had. He's lent you his stuff for this game in particular. But what an unbelievable day. It's as you say, it's been a dump at the minute. I mean, Polly says loving it so much. Tom is at Leeds now. Yes.
Looks like the place is on fire.
They do. I asked Tom to get me some footage from today, and that's what it is now. Get on landscape.
Guys, what's with the buckets hat, by the way? I feel like I'm on Connor McGilligan's island right now. Was this coordinated? Let's go.
He's trying to turn it. Look, there we go.
There you go.
Attaboy.
There we go. Look at that.
The mayhem.
While there is no wanker. While there is no wanker.
There is
Amazing.
While there is no wanker. While there is no wanker.
Guys, can you say Hamface is a wanker?
Oh God! Right, guys. If Jim is live, you all know what to spam in his chat right now. After that,
I've paid that poor man like $5 today just to spam.
they're all just absolutely battered, so you can look at it. You don't need to listen to it. The Connor alignment, everybody must now wear. Yes,
agreed.
Alf is the raid king, by the way. Anytime I've said to them, go over to Jim's channel, Alf is just like, I'll go. Right, Matt, what else have you got to say about that performance, buddy? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, superb. But we got to give some credit to Mr. F, haven't we?
Yeah.
Farker.
We have, yeah.
You know, he has been battered this season, quite rightly in my thoughts, in some ways. But he seems to have got them going for the last few games, motivated them. Whatever he said has helped it, and he's done something, turned them. We haven't always agreed with the way he works, his stubbornness, his substitutions, people not playing, but he's got us over the line, and we got him in to get us through the Champo for promotion. Build on last year, we mucked up, but he has got us over the line. So I've got to give some credit to that man today for also helping us and putting something into that performance. Under pressure at home, it could go either way, and we've done it. And he, a lot of credit has got to go to that man. Fair play to him.
Yeah, I feel there's a correlation between this team playing inspired football and a certain change in the team. So we got to give him credit for doing that. It just looks like there's so much more confidence in that back line. What?
Sorry. So there's a Farker clip. You've got to watch it. He's basically had a few beers.
Oh, have you got it?
He just goes even more German. Listen to this. They ask him what he's going to do now, and he's like, I just like to have beer after beer. It's just great.
In the league now, don't you?
I just want right now beer after beer.
That is quite funny.
In the league now, don't you?
After beer.
Proper German.
Sounds so good, doesn't it?
A proper German.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, unbelievable.
Lads, I just want to interject with something. I thought Bogle was
Unbelievable, isn't he?
Yeah,
he was class today.
Best
Dude.
right back performance I've seen
Bogle.
by a Leeds player in a long, long time.
I felt for the Stoke left back 'cause he's got a wife and kids.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really did feel for him. I thought he was incredible. To be fair, you can't really criticise any of them today. I thought they all put a shift in, and that's exactly what we've all been waiting for, is for this team to actually stand up and deliver on performances, you know. But,
Of course it is. Of course it is as well. And I just want to shout out Only Leeds Bros as well. They've had a really tough period with Darren's dad passing away, and he went there today, and I think they had some commemorative service. And it's such a shame that his dad couldn't have been with him at this moment. And I think this is where we kind of all, when we see stuff like this, like with what Jan was talking about as well, you kind of cradle your loved ones, and you're like, you've got to make the most of every moment. And there's a lot of Leeds fans will have lost this year. And that's why I'm always kind of like, it's not about I told you so. It's not about what's happening in the Premier League. And I know we're all excited, but we've got to bask in it, haven't we, lads? We've got to bask in it. We've got to enjoy it. Yeah. It doesn't happen. And we know what's going to happen next year. It's going to be a tough season. That's why right now we're promoted, lads, with 2 games to spare. What a couple of weeks.
It's such an important thing. It's such an important thing. And now we can start making short lists of players to sign and talk about it on another stream. I've already got mine going, Connor. Some of them are going to break your brain. We've got content to make, so don't worry, everybody. We don't need Leeds to be under the cautious, Brownie would say, for us to make good content. We'll be here all summer. One Beach fan channel.
One Beach, yeah. Or one Ramazani fan channel. But it's an important message in it, Matt. Go on, mate.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, I was just going to kind of... Yeah, I agree with that. It's important things when, again, events like this bring us all together, don't they, as a family, whatever our situation. So it's really important we just stick together and appreciate life as well, just outside of football. But this also, as I said, brings us together. But
exactly,
do you know what? There was a few, I don't know if we want to talk about this, Connor, but like kind of player of the season, things like that.
Yeah.
There's a few players today that I know it was just that one performance, but really cemented it for me. So my couple of ones, I don't know what you guys think, but my couple of ones are Bogle, Rodon, and DJ. Who didn't.
What if you had to pick one though? Who would you pick? I would love to hear everyone's number one pick right now.
I think the only one for me is got to be Dan James. You know, he's been absolutely outstanding this season. Outstanding. I mean, Bogle's. I think Bogle only came into his own and about halfway through the season. But Rodon as well. Those 3 for me. But I think if I had to pick one, definitely Dan James. Definitely.
I think for me it's probably going to be of no surprise to you boys, but I think Rodon, just because I used to play years ago as a defender, and I always appreciate the defending side of things when I'm watching football, and like, but even Bogle or Rodon. But if I had to pick one, definitely Joe Rodon. I think he's been immense this year, and he's gone under the radar as well. Don't think he's got the credit he deserves.
Do you know what I'm going for? I'm going for our right back because we swapped him effectively for Jamie Shackleton. And Handface was fuming. He was raging from day dot. And I was told by Jim Bobberoonie, Harry Clark, Alfie Gilchrist, they're all better than him. And you are looking at the best right back at this level by a country mile. You can put Connor Roberts in there. You can put whoever in there. You can put Cafu in there this season. Jayden Bogle has been outstanding. And today, I mean, the impact he's made from that right back position, lads, just even today, it's almost like he's an attacking player. He's like, an attacking midfielder in terms of the impact he's making on the game. Today he was outraged. They could not deal with him. They could not deal with him. And I just think throughout the season, there's been a couple of, don't get me wrong, there's been start of the season against Portsmouth, a couple of other occasions where you thought, but I think from the Sheffield Wednesday game onwards at Hillsborough at the beginning of the season, Jayden Bogle has been outstanding. I think for £5 million, Leeds have absolutely had Chrissy Boy, Handface, Wilder's pants down. Those pants have been pulled right the way down. Thank you, Wilder, mate. Hope you've enjoyed Jamie Shackland. I like Jamie, but come on.
The creative hub of their team. Listen, I think my pick, coming into the season, if you had told me our number 10 would have had 9 goals and 2. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just joking. But my top pick is probably going to be Joe Rodon. But I really want to, my sentimental runner-up is Carl Darlow. He's come in. And he's done a solid job filling in, giving confidence to the defenders.
Can I just say, if he was involved, Jam, I'll come to you, mate, because you're the Welshman. If Carl Darlow was involved, bearing in mind, Reading's points total is 106, right? If Leeds win the remaining games, Leeds finish on, I think it's either 100 or 101. Imagine if we'd have had Carl Darlow in the net. It's like not even just an outstanding keeper, just the keeper of Carl Darlow's ilk. Like, we'd have broke the points total 100%.
Yeah, because you can add another 11 points on. Those are just points we've given away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's just nice. I think you bang on. I think it's just nice just to have a keeper who can catch a ball or catch a cross. And that makes... Carl Darlow is very, listen, he's not an incredible keeper, but I mean, he's very cocksure sort of thing, and he's very confident of his own abilities. So he's been great for the national team, and look, he's got a little partnership with Rodon and Ampadu as well. So he just sort of just exudes confidence for me. And we would have been up by now with him in goal. Simple as that, really. I
totally agree with that, and I also think you can't forget Rothwell and Tanaka. Tanaka's had a good season last as a player, bargain for us, and what he's done has been amazing. Last few games.
He's been great for 39, 40 games.
Yeah, exactly great. Yeah. But Rothwell as well, I know he's been out and he's almost been forgotten about a bit. And I actually had to remind myself, I was looking at that starting lineup today, fair play for Rothwell did for us when he came in.
Welcome, Connor. You are welcome.
Sorry.
He's not sorry. Look at his face.
Sorry, I was sent something from a Burnley fan who just went, "There you go, Connor. Hope you bloody enjoy it, lad." Sorry, go on, mate. Go
on. No, it's just saying. I remember Rothwell as well, because when we needed that, when our two guys got injured, Grev and Ampadu, and Rothwell and Tanaka stepped up for the middle to drive us forward. That changed our game, didn't it? It changed some of the results. Yeah. So don't forget those guys as well.
Do you know what's pretty astounding to think about? I know I made a joke about Aronson here, but our team has been so good and the standard has been so high that a striker who's going to win the Golden Boot has been on our bad side most of the season. And our number 10, who everyone thinks is not good enough, and myself included, I've never been a big Aronson fan, he's got 9 goals and 2 assists and could finish with 10. That's how good we've been. That's how deep this team is. I think it's really for the championship. Again, we're going to have days that are going to be rough in the Premier League. Probably a lot of these guys are going to go out the door during the summer, but at least we can send them out the door, hopefully as champions, as key cogs in a machine that got us back up, and they could just be remembered for the good things they did. Even Aronson, who I think has been largely frustrating. I mean, having 9 goals and 2 assists is not bad, but 2 games left in the season, is it? That's how good we've been.
Wow. At all. Yeah.
But it's more of a team this season as well. Team and squad have really helped.
Yeah.
You can admit that Aronson's natural position is not in the 10.
No, of course not. I don't know where his natural position is. But still, the fact that he scored 9 goals from the net, I'm just sort of like, how good is this team? Like, yeah, it's incredibly deep. I think I'm just, I'm in a state of, we could just go up and down the side and talk about, oh, hey, look who's joined the stream. She's just happy that Connor's not going to be raging for the next 3 weeks.
You're not going to be able to hear it.
I can't hear it.
You're not going to hear it. Right.
Unplug your headphones, mate.
How do you feel?
Buzzing, marching on.
Yeah, so proud.
Connor, have her sing Wilder in the Bin.
I need to unplug these. You can't hear a word.
I'm going to wear this top to work tomorrow.
So how have I been to live with over the past couple of weeks? Stressed, exactly. Yeah.
A couple of weeks is the whole season. What are you on about? Couple of weeks?
We need to basically, you've seen Matt SB, and you've seen how he does the content where it's just like him and Sophie. I think it's a really good marketing place. We'll get Rihanna on to do predictions, but I've got to teach her some football. I know
the main thing, that's that Leeds are great.
That's correct.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, have fun.
Yeah, thank you.
See you.
Right. See you in a bit. What? No, I've got the beer. It's fine.
When are you two coming out to San Francisco so we can celebrate in the sun?
When you send me loads of money.
Oh yeah, well, that's not going to happen, is it? So,
yeah, lads, but unbelievable. To be honest, we'll get through a couple of comments because there's loads of people in the building at the minute. Let's have a look. Rothwell has been immense. Remember, he was getting we've got to. He's so true, isn't it? He's been unbelievable, Rothwell. I think when we got to that period, lads, where we had no. We had obviously Gruev go out, didn't we? And then we had Ampadu go out, and then you had Tanaka and Rothwell in. Tanaka and Rothwell as a pair, because obviously Tanaka hadn't really featured yet, obviously coming in. But my God, what an impact Rothwell made! And we'll go around the houses. Would you? I mean, 30 years of age, probably out of sort. I'd say. I mean, I'm gonna put something to you guys. I reckon he's Sheffield United's first signing of the season, regardless.
It'd be a shrewd sign for him, to be honest, wouldn't it? Even if I don't think they'll get promoted. Personally, Sheffield United, I just got a feeling I don't think they're going to do it. But even if they do stay down, I think that's a great signing for them. I mean, Joe Rothwell, like you've touched on, has been a driving force for us this season. I'll be honest. At one point, when Ampadu got injured and then Gruev got injured against Norwich, I thought, "Ooh, we're right up. We're bang in trouble." But him and Tanaka come in and just fitted in seamlessly, and Rothwell, he deserves his applaud. A lot of them do this year. It's easy to say, isn't it? Because we obviously promoted now, but a lot of them, if they've stood up and they've learned from last season, which I didn't think they would especially after Luton. I thought we would. I was down in the dumps. I thought we were done. But in all fairness, credit to them. That's what we wanted. They've reacted from it, and they've got us up now. But yeah, back to your question. I think Rothwell will be a great signing for any team in this league. He's got 3 promotions now on his CV, Bournemouth, Southampton, and now us. So, yeah.
I'm not sure that Wilder is going to want to sign a Leeds player out of spite.
Yeah, that's true.
like, no, not.
Even it's good. It's good seeing them all, though, isn't it? It's good even seeing like Verba, Harry Gray with the lads there as well. It's just great to see it all. Like even the lads who I'll tell you what,
Ramazani hasn't stopped drinking for 30 minutes.
Ramazani's getting arseholed, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Oh God, Ollie says.
Park's got his coat back on, of course.
The thing you said about being a community really struck with me. Been living out of the UK for a few years now, and your channel has been a godsend to connect back home. Cheers, lads. It's a big thing, isn't it, boys? It's a big thing. Like, the community that, I mean, I think we've built an unbelievable community over here because we're all friends. We're all friends at varying points, of course. Like, I've known Gabe for a bit longer, but us lot have just got together this season and stuff like that. And there's way more people out there, even in the comments and stuff. It's massive, isn't it? And I'll just go to Gabe straight, first of all, because obviously, Gabe's been part of the channel for a bit longer. It's massive in it, mate, in terms of the community and what it builds. You can be in Leeds, you can be wherever you want. It's just huge in it, mate.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I sometimes get asked this because, obviously being not from England, you get asked why you support Leeds United. I moved over to the UK in 2009, had some really weird stuff happen in my life before that. I won't get into it. I don't want to drag us down, but it was a really, really hard year. And so living in Leeds, I was actually really shocked by how welcoming everybody was. I think I sort of, especially after, 8 years of George W. Bush, I sort of expected people to hate me coming over. Sort of a dated reference for some of you, but I was really embraced by everybody. And I remember going to Ellen Road. It was quite cheap. We were League One side, so it was really affordable to go. The first time I went there was for a rugby match, actually, and the second time was for a Leeds United match. And then I started watching matches at a local pub. So that for me was like, all right, yeah, this is the club I want to support. And ever since then, it has been a community thing because, as everyone knows, it's not always nice being a Leeds fan when it comes to winning. Moments like this are great, but they're over the last 15 years or so, maybe they've been fewer than they've been more frequent. So, yeah, and it's been wonderful. I think maybe it was a little bit tough a couple of years ago with like this big American contingent coming into the club I support, and have it not working out is really just difficult sometimes because I was like, great, the faces of my club's eventual ruin are going to be American. But honestly, for moments like this, you'll take it all. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Ramazani's mad.
Yeah, he is. Look at him go.
Do you know what I'm doing, Gabe? I'm literally comparing these scenes to obviously the COVID scenes, and it was like Phillips and Click were on everything.
Wait, is Ramazani old enough to drink? Oh yeah, in the UK he will be.
Yeah, not in the
States. Sorry. Like in America, he wouldn't be old enough to do this.
You can drink in the UK legally when you're about 13.
Look at all the stewards out there; they're all well nervous.
Joe, who's a Chef U fan, says Farker said he wanted to add players in January, but the club said no because of tight restrictions. Get in there, lads. See you in the Prem.
Joe, I love that you're contributing, but why was that thought in your brain right now after the victory?
Yeah, I absolutely love. Look at Dan James there. What a moment, boys! What a moment! What a moment! Nonto there.
Willie, take a bow. Very good today, Willie Nonto.
He was.
I hope he stays. I hope he stays.
Why is
players that want to stay?
Why is Strauch in the 2003 Strongbow form? That's what I don't understand.
Bobby's reminding me that Ramazani's 24. Whoops.
Yeah. I think he's older than Nonso. I think
he just looks quite young, I guess. Aronson as well. I'm like, who's that 15-year-old up there drinking with everybody?
Yeah. John says, you think it was a good decision, Rab? As far as I'm concerned, it was your best. Thank you for your great contributions. Just realised it's going to be new Connor Premier League membership rates. Yeah, that's right, mate. It's going to be going up.
Our prices, Connor, we'll speak about that. We're not going to punch the viewership.
Inflation's going through the roof.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks to what's going on. My 401k took another hit today. Stock market 1,000 points down again. So at least we've got Leeds United, guys.
That's it. Matt, you just seem to be in a daze. I think like the lads are just in a daze. It's like,
I'm just watching these guys. I'd love to be there. Just the feeling. I'm just watching the guys enjoy themselves.
You've seen the bottles contents from Ramazani just go further down every couple of seconds.
Who's that guy they're sending down now?
Alex Cairns.
Alex Cairns.
Is that really him? What, the other goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks older, doesn't he?
Hey, there he is. The boy, my favorite player ever.
A pristine shirt on.
There he is. The best goal scorer ever. There he is. Ronaldo, R9.
That's Connor's starter next season in the Premier League.
Yeah, no. Look at that outside. That's great, isn't it? Absolutely great. They've well deserved it though, haven't they? Let's be honest. They've well deserved it. They've been. I think we've been the best team in the division. We had the blip, didn't we? We had the blip. But
where's Brownie scaling the wall?
Yeah, I think he'll be down there somehow. But he doesn't drink. He doesn't drink.
Oh, that's right. Brownie's very responsible.
Gabe, I've just got a message from someone saying, Gabe, if he has any connections with the San Francisco 49ers, I'll get you a plane flight out there. So you need to make your connections, mate.
I know. Just chat with my pal Parag, who lives down the street. Same neighborhood, too. He also has a supervillain staircase.
Bobby says, "Where's Melly? Has he been kicked out?" Yeah, I don't know where
he's not in the
celebration. I can't see him. No, I
think they threw him like an alcohol bottle and you've dropped it. I don't know. So
Brownie drove him to Heathrow.
They threw him a wine and he slipped through his hands.
Poor guy.
He slipped through his hands and the Stoke attacker tapped it in.
Look at Paddy.
Look, he's not got a G&T. Love that. He's watching his waistline. Yeah, just get on the beers, lad. Joseph got a Connor on the back of his shirt. Exactly. We didn't have this last time, did we, lads? It was all so like it was all so closed off. It feels different, doesn't it, Steve? It feels different, mate.
Yeah, very different this year. I mean, I never doubted for 1 minute that we wouldn't go up. I always believed that even with this blip that we had not so long back, I just knew. I've been saying it for weeks. I knew in my heart that this was our year to go up, definitely. And I never once believed that we wouldn't.
Just to explain, mate, to a stoned Gabe, he's got a bad voice. He's losing his voice there, Gabe.
No, I heard him say so. Just because I'm stoned doesn't mean I can't listen.
Steve's doing incredible.
I'm gonna go because I'm not feeling too great, but I just wanted to come on and just be a part of this. But
Steve,
pleased you were here, Steve.
Steve, we love you lots, mate. We love you lots, and can we get a love you, Steve, in the chat? Steve's feeling crap, and he's also just come on. Can we get a love you, Steve, in the chat room? Steve, absolute big member of the channel, mate. We love you lots, mate, and we'll speak to you soon, buddy. All right,
cheers, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Is that Melia there?
Yeah, so Lee said, great credit to our owners, the 49ers. Council meeting on the 23rd of April regarding buying land around Ellen Road. I
love it. Also, let's be real here. What would happen to Parag if he went crowd surfing right now?
I'd kind of like to see what would happen. Maybe he'd get punched in the gut. Who knows?
No, I don't think so. I think, 2 years as the majority owner, we're back in the Premier League. It's not bad.
How long do you think this is going to be going on for, Jam?
This will be going on all night. Definitely. I think because it sort of makes up, with 2020 as well, with the COVID thing. I just think this is what we've all been waiting for. We were kind of robbed of that moment, wasn't we, in back then? But now it's kind of like, it's unreal, boy. I'm a bit lost for words, really, just watching the celebration. It's great to see them all just celebrating the camaraderie they've all got as well. It's just great to see as a fan as well, isn't it? That's what you want to see from your club. So yeah, just basking in the moment.
Cool.
Shall I book up the flight for the Bristol City match?
I think you should. I think you should.
Let's see what prices are.
If you do that, I can potentially get down. Gwyn says, Connor. Go on, Jam. Good lad. He knows what he has to do there. Gwyn says, Connor, I am absolutely over the moon. Been a Leeds supporter since 1972, and I'm now 60. Had a tear in my eyes tonight. Never seen us play at Ellen Road. I've seen us away a couple of times. Get yourself down there, Gwyn. I might be able to help you out, mate. Just give us a message and I might be able to help you out, buddy. But Gwyn Phillips sounds as Welsh as Jam up there, to be honest with you. Hakon Eriksson, who, by the way, right, Bowden Llewellyn, forget your Welsh name. I've credited your Welsh name way too much, mate. Hakon Eriksson, if that is how you say your name, that is outstanding. You sound like just a Viking who's led us into battle today. You should be in the place of Daniel Parker, my friend. Look at that. Love you, Steve-O. Love you, Steve. Love you, Steve. Good stuff, man. Yeah, Steve really contributes to our channel as well. Villa fan 24. We've got we've got like a devil and an angel Villa fan. We've got an absolute what Villa fan who comes on who just abuses all the time. They've got a nice Villa fan. So pleased you're back. Congratulations. All the best from a Villa fan. Look forward to playing you next year again. Shout out to you, mate. Shout out to you.
$1,800 direct. I don't know, guys.
Exactly.
I'm feeling a bit impulsive.
I'm absolutely beat. Are you guys?
You've been dancing around to that funk music as well. Go ahead. Do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
I know you want to. Go on, Connor.
Come on.
Go on.
Go on, son.
Yeah, find your second win. Give it to me again.
Let's go.
Okay.
Whoa. 6-0. Cronenberg. 6-0. 2-1.
Gotta have that funk.
Playoffs. High pace. Then you fucker get promotion. Oh yeah. That's right. There you go. That's all you get.
Oh, that was brilliant.
How many times have you done that breakdown? About 5 or 6 times today.
I can do that. I just found it earlier on. I was like, I've got the Roadcaster, and it's like this. It's like, and I'm like, whoa, that kind of fits. I like that.
I know what my Christmas number one is this year.
Joe, you know what to do. Get over to the bitter man on the Blades Ramble. Get him in here, my friend. Look, we've had, lads, I have to say,
tell him it won't be that bad. Tell him we'll embrace him as somebody who's just been, he's
going to do he's going to do his humble thing now, isn't he? He's going to do his humble thing. Ramazan has now got a flair. Let's get this back on stream. Ramazan.
He's mental. He's mental, isn't he?
He's absolutely nuts. He's like this guy to say he's had about 20 minutes or so. I think everyone in the studio is a bit confused as well. Worth at least 5+. Joe, you're a Leeds fan. I always thought you were a Chef U fan, Joe. I'm eternally sorry. I always thought you were a
You
Chef.
just insulted him, Joe. I knew you were a Leeds fan.
Oh, Jeff, get on over there and say, come on, get yourself in there. We've got some Leeds fans who like a chat with you.
Connor, you're going to get copyright struck.
No, I'm not. This is all right. I've done it before. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. My first season, I mean, to be fair, mate, it basically says to you afterwards on monetization, it's like, would you like to mute out this? And I'm like, well, I've now played it 40 times, so it's not going to look good on the stream if I'm just muting that song out.
Connor, are you still drinking Asahi?
No, I've moved on to Cronenberg.
All right. Did you know Asahi is the name of the antagonist in my novel? Isn't that funny?
Oh, God, such a nerd.
Why does he say, oh, God?
Matt, here
you see the abuse I get, guys? You see the support I get from my friend here?
my first season as a Leeds fan is Bogle serving pints. Bogle serving pints.
Let's go,
Hey!
Bogle. A true servant of the club. Rothwell as well. Rothwell looks like a bartender.
Don't let Mez do it.
They got
Don't let
Menia
Mez
doing
do
it. Oh God, this could end terribly.
He's gonna drop a drink. Gonna shatter all over the place.
What does it say? What does it say on Rabbit? God, oh, it's a God thing, I think. Fair play.
Rothwell looks like he could be a bartender, doesn't he?
Have you seen all the Ramazani's texts?
No.
Like on his phone there. It's all just lighting up. My first season as a Leeds fan, back where this club belongs. I know the road is difficult ahead. I'm not going anywhere. Good lad, mate. Hear you. Love to hear that, mate. Love to hear that. Cliff says worth at least $5. That's right. Oh, it's Clay. Sorry, Clay. Yeah, you know that's an American name. Love that. Melee will spill it. I think there's a lot of Americans. There's a hell of a lot of Americans in our chat. I don't know if it's Gabe who's somehow brought them over. I'm not sure. Polly says, love it, Connor. Get it on Blades Ramble whilst Jimbo's.
Poor Jimbo. Just the guy's going to rue the day he ever engaged with you.
Is Jim going to wear that shirt, Connor?
Yeah, he friggin' is. I'll tell you that.
Is he, though?
He tell you, dude, this guy, right? Let me explain this to you. At the start of the season, when no one was tuned into Battle Lines, when it was a relatively new show, Jim was absolutely braggadocious for the first 5 shows, which everybody in the One Leeds community forgets because they've not seen it. In the first 5 shows, he was turning around to me and he was like, where are you? Down there, Leeds in second. Where are you? Consistently. And I just met this guy. I was like, bloody hell, this guy's a bit forward, but it's just Jim being Jim. And then he said to me, I tell you what, whoever finishes above the other will have to wear it. And he was basically trying to stitch me up because they were above us at that time. And I just kind of
the tables have turned.
Yeah. And I kind of nervously went, okay, fine, let's do it. Because I was like, I can't go back. Like, what else am I going to do? There's Leeds fans in the chat. I have to back this up. So I'm a fan channel. I have to back this up. So I just went, yeah, all right, let's do it. And he was like, all right, we'll hold him to that, everyone. Hold him to that. And everyone forgets that. Everyone's like, Connor, you're never humble. I'm like, this is the response. This is all that built.
Also, what does it benefit you to be humble right now? Also, can we just say how much Harry Gray looks like Archie Gray? It's a little bit stunning.
What a jawline as well. What a jawline. Jacob, he's of age, isn't he? I hope he is. Jacob says Jimbo is probably going to go on a right now. If you all start raiding, he will do this. He will get on a raid. Ramazani, I wonder what he's been on. Is there just alcoholic consumption here? I don't know. Ramazani, Firpo there.
Firpo's in again.
Are we thinking it's Firpo's going to be? It's going to be his sort of last.
I think this is his swan song with Leeds. Yeah, and what a way to go out as well. A guy who I think was maligned by most of the fans of the club for a long time due to his Premier League performance. He's been able to rewrite the script and get us back to where he belonged. That's a perfect time to leave.
Oh my God. Oh, there's something that's really cute. Oh, Aronson doesn't drink. Oh, he's there with a Harrogate Spa. Oh, he was just like, he's trying to drink with the lads. It's really awkward, bless him. And that's absolutely fine not drinking, but
Mormonism, you know?
Everyone is drinking and then Aronson's there with a Harrogate Spa. Fair play to him. Fair play to him.
Not a guy.
Everyone's
kid brother, Willie Nanto.
Careful down those steps.
Yeah,
exactly. We need resale value. Don't injure
Dave says, remember watching those early battle lines? Jimbo was giving it large, but hey, exactly, mate. Exactly. I'm glad someone remembers it. I think everyone's just forgotten that point.
Can we just remember, though? Can we just because the stuff gets lost when we're drinking and having fun, that like We don't want to actually abuse Jim Bob, okay? So don't give him any actual abuse, anybody.
Yeah, do not go over there and do it.
It's got to be good humor, right? It's got to be out of love.
Yeah,
we do like Jim.
Yeah. I thought I made that abundantly clear. Apologies if I haven't. Jimbo, never
remind everybody. That's all. You can never hear it too many times.
That man does not deserve abuse. He deserves a
hug right now.
He deserves a hug, and go and caress him. Go and caress him. In fact, should we beam over? Should we beam over and see what he's saying, or should we keep it on air? What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's zoom in just to see what he's saying. So we'll come
Let's
over.
have a snippet.
Oh no! Oh god, it's the
guys.
face.
Do you remember that film, Pursuit of Happiness? And it's just the most depressing film. And at the end, Will Smith claps and he's crying. This is what happiness feels like. I feel like that's sort of where we're at. He doesn't look happy, does he? He doesn't look happy.
Is a better tactical manager than Wilder.
Oh my god, the bottom being a better manager than Wilder.
To balance out where they are. And
I think the fact that someone called Gabe has said it as well.
Wilder, you could argue as a championship manager, but has also done well in the Premier League. And it's just a personal preference.
No, he's feeling it, bless him, isn't he? You can tell. He's literally
10 attempts to finally win the playoffs. We're now on 9.
Oh, he's going to be red.
The new highest without a win.
I'll ask one more question.
Well said, mate.
Super chat.
Cairo, Jeff's been saying the same for years, to be honest. A Blade Eye, a Premier League manager, never in my life. Coatsy says, I'm a big fan of Mark, but I'll tell you where we go, we'll win the playoffs.
Oh,
we go from here, Mark, yeah, that's true, mate.
It's just the last 4 digits, Connor. It doesn't mean the whole bank details.
None of the playoff teams are in form, says Michael.
This is an anticlimax, isn't it?
Who else hasn't had a comment read?
Someone asked him to Leeds sign Hamer next season.
Now got in. Millwall are a bit of a worry, aren't they?
I wonder if he's blocked you.
He might have blocked me.
Leeds fan says Chris,
going up someone said that.
Difference was the pen, says Lee. Thought we played quite well.
Friendship over.
Losing Suter and
on the group chat.
Two of our best players. And our spine was a key blow. We've done well to do so well despite
this. No, he's true.
He's blocked you.
Oh my god!
Let's just leave him be for now. We don't want the friendship.
We'll leave him. I've been blocked. My card's bouncing. I've been blocked.
All right, should I super chat him again?
Yeah, yours might work. I don't know if the missus have just spent too much on the shopping.
Yeah, that's right. She's bankrupted you.
Max
Here,
credit.
I'll super chat him right now.
That's all I'm worried about. I know he went on a block rampage, but I don't think he did.
Here, put him back on. I'm going to super chat him. I'm going to say Connor wants to know what shirt size you are.
Congrats, fellas, driving up from the game. Best 2 teams up. I agree, Andy. I agree. American here. Mum's from Leeds. Lifetime supporter. Love that EPC. Where do you hail from, mate? Matt, what else have you got to say, mate?
I don't know. I'm just a real high now. I don't actually care if we finish like top now.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
It's just the promotion feeling for me is just so much more important than getting it done.
Let it out, Matt. Come on, I can feel it building in you. I can feel like this thing. It's like volcano.
I was shouting too much on the WhatsApp group earlier. I think, and it really is probably going to sink in as well tomorrow. I reckon, knowing we haven't got to do really that much work, and we're already up and promoted, so it's amazing. But the problem I've got is I'm already starting to look at next season. I've got a list here already who I'm keeping and who I'm bidding, which is quite sad.
Same. We have to save this for later, though. We can't talk about it today.
I'm not going to talk about it now. It's not the time.
People will hate me with my ruthless analysis of Connor. Bring Jim back up because I'm about to do.
All right. Okay.
And the fact I'm saying 17th means we win the Premier League next season, but that's for another time.
All right. Here he is.
All right. Let's see if it does it.
All right, hold on.
Okay. Yep. Purchase successful. Yeah, it's in.
Ooh. Yeah, I bounced. Why? That's so embarrassing live on stream. It's bounced. Apologies, guys. Please send donations. Hold on. Thanks, Clay. I'll turn him up.
I don't understand it personally. I think there needs to be more of a streamlined plan to how we play. Paul says Prem needs more Yorkshire. Leeds fan here. I think you'll win the playoffs.
He's so far back. Goes down.
No disgrace in today. Well done, Blade.
No disgrace in today. That's a loser's mentality, Robert.
And just felt a bit short.
He's way far further up.
You guys were in a must-win, and you
Salty Wilder.
I'm like
again,
yelling at
says
Robert.
Jack.
He can't hear me.
Salty pal.
Just shouting.
Hope you go up, Jimmy. Says Stephen
He's
from a Leeds fan.
raging.
Up the Blades.
He's raging.
Matching on together. I'm done with Wilder. Says Lyndon.
See Scowl. The guy said to me he literally went up the Blades, and Jimmy really didn't want to read out Matt. You went, oh, God. I don't know what to do. I don't know how far.
Wait, no. It's all right. Just keep playing it. This is great content, to be honest.
Completely agree, mate. Completely agree. Best of luck in the playoffs, mate. Says Frank. Thank you.
All Leeds
Paul
fans.
says the only reason you lot
Leeds fans.
lost is one man, Wilder. The guy's a fan, too much passion. Good luck in the playoffs. What time you put in on the Leeds shirt? We'll see. I'll definitely do it. I'm not backing out of that.
Oh, attaboy. He just said he'll do it.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
In all honesty.
Oh, he's devastating.
You're going to smash the playoffs, says Jan. I hope you're right. 90 points, says Mogger.
Who cares? Means nothing. This was I said to our fans last season.
Bob. Gabe, you're a cheapskate. Bobby said I'd take you for a small size shirt, mate.
Why am I a cheapskate? What makes me a cheapskate?
Don't take it personally, mate. Jesus Christ.
I just don't understand it.
Oh, because you said it £1.99.
Oh, well, yeah, $1.99. So it's like 0.9, not 0.99 pounds.
Right. I'm a Spanish American in New York. Been following this club for 5 years. Ever since Bielsa, it's what brought my dad and I closer together. Let's fucking go.
We love it.
Absolutely love that, mate. Well done. Good stuff. What else have we got to say? Connor text, mate. He's not responding. Look, we got
just leave him be. Leave him be.
We got a message from Joe.
At one point, it's
and Joe said this.
You are very much welcome, Connor. You are very much welcome.
We got that
Joe, the Burnley fan.
We got that from Joe at full time, and Jim has sent nothing in the chat. So, Jim had a 1-0 Sheffield United prediction, so there you go. That's kind of how.
Oh, he's put up your comment. I love you, mate. Keep up the good work. He's talking now.
I don't think that'll be a good response.
Wait. Here, I'll rewind it and I'll put it in the. Oh, this is amazing. I love this so much. Okay, wait.
Probably, mate. Let's hope so.
Can you hear that?
So from our point of view, getting promoted, I mean, Connor says, love you, mate. Keep up the great work. I'm sure you are in a very good mood, mate. Congratulations, pal. Congratulations. Tom says, got my cannon in second half.
Sigh.
He hates me now. Honestly,
the deep sigh after that does it for me.
Honestly, you can tell that Jim's kind of got like a semi-serious face sometimes, and you can tell he's not happy. He's on the camera. He's like, I have to be humble here.
I'm gonna keep it on, and when there's another Leeds fan coming, I'm gonna bring it up.
Jim, Jam, what's the plan tonight, mate? What's the plan? Are you just chilling out? Are you having a few beers? What's going on, mate?
I'll have a few more beers, mate. Yeah, I'm not usually a massive drinker, but I save it for special occasions. So yeah, I'll just chill, mate, and have a few. And yeah, obviously the missus she can't drink at the moment because you know what.
Of course.
Yeah, so I'll be doing the drinking for her. So yeah, but yeah, just chilled, mate. Just chilled and just enjoying and watching probably Leeds videos all night of them celebrating and that kind of thing, and just enjoying the moment because we know how hard it's going to be next year. So I'm not thinking about that yet. I'm just in the moment, present, and
that's what you got to do, innit, mate? Just living in the moment. Alex has said, say thank you to Burnley. Do I want to do that? Do I want to say thank you to? I feel like I'm in a very like braggadocious Leeds mode here. And do I want to give thank you? The thing is, if you'd have drawn, mate, it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, I guess. Thank you.
It's not like they were great, was it? It was just that ham-face laid another stinker.
Well, the thing is, he went to, I guess if you look at their game, they went to a 4-4-2. He took Campbell out, didn't he? And put Cannon and Moore up. And ultimately, he put Robinson back in, who Holding was back in the defence. And it didn't. It's got to work, hasn't it, lads? That's got to work. If you go into 4-4-2, Matt, and you're making a massive decision up top, it's got to work. And it's not work. And ultimately, they're going into the next couple of games. It's 4 losses in 5, mate. It's 4 losses in 5. So
no, it just wasn't working. And I think, do you know what? I did agree with Brownie the other day around, you know, when he was saying about these last few games about Wilder just making too many subs, and having too many people actually in the squad. I think he was saying, and then having to get everyone in and then changing momentum in the wrong way. And I think it's caught them out in the end, kind of overall up to this point. And I just didn't think today they were just not that good. And I know they're away, Burnley, unbeaten. But I didn't honestly really think, and I watched a lot of it, that I thought, oh, shit, Sheffield United are going to do this and come over this and beat Burnley. And for that type of game, I was surprised. I was really surprised.
I didn't really get like whole Cannon and Moore starting up front together. I didn't really get that. I thought Tyrese Campbell, I think, is their best strike. I think it don't work two big men at top. I didn't really get the sort of thinking with that. I mean, Campbell should just be stuck. Campbell actually does those little runs in behind. So I think that was a bit of a mistake, really.
And I guess he's got to a point as well, hasn't he, where he made all those changes when he came to Ellen Road and got it wrong. He went to like a back five, didn't he? And he got it wrong. And then he's come into another massive game. A couple of massive games. He's not changed his lineup because he wanted to prove a point. And then he's come into a must-win game against Burnley. And he's lost again. And it's like there's kind of three situations there where it's like, well, 1, 2, 3, you've got it all wrong, really. Do you know when it comes down to it? And with the position that they were in and the position that we were in, where we picked up 6 points in 15, that with the form that they were on, they've completely fallen apart. Let's be honest, they've completely fallen. And Leeds have been brilliant in the last 4 games, of course, and we've thoroughly deserved it. They've just capitulated, haven't they? Completely. Arses have fallen out.
Well, people try to act like leadership doesn't matter anymore sometimes. I think that people have been tricked into thinking that management sometimes is just about tactics. And I think it's an over-analysis of the way Pep Guardiola has sort of ushered in a systematic type style of play. But if your manager loses the plot publicly, I know we keep joking about it. I keep joking about it. But the way he's conducted himself over the last 2-3 weeks, Chris Wilder, if I'm a player, honestly, I'm thinking you need to have confidence from the manager. If he's panicking like this, then he surely doesn't believe in us. That reflects with your play.
Do you know what I love as well, mate? Do you know when people don't call us a big club? And when I was on the watch long, I'm getting Arsenal fans, I'm getting Newcastle fans, Man United fans, all sending super chats, Tottenham fans saying, 6 points next season, 6 points next season. I'm like, would they be doing that for the other clubs? I don't think they would. They want Leeds back up. They want us back up.
Everyone wants us back up. All my mates, I've got Man fans, Liverpool fans, Villa fans, Spurs fans, all want us back in there. They're just desperate for us to be in there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can we give a little bit of kudos to Carl Darlow?
Yes, I would love to do that.
I just absolutely love Carl Darlow. Like, what,
Connor? How many drinks in are you, by the way? out of curiosity, unrelated to what you're saying right now.
We've had 2 Asahis. We've got them stacked. We've had 2 Asahis. We've had 1 Kronenberg. So to be fair, we're only 3.
That's a large drink, that though.
It's a very large drink. That's a pint.
So maybe that's the size of 2 drinks, you might say.
No, but America, it is, because you guys can't drink. But
you see what I have to deal with. See what I have to deal with here. This guy.
I can't smoke. You can't drink. Yin and yang, motherfucker.
We'll see when you visit.
And everyone is as well. I know you don't have to drink, of course. I don't want to. The thing is, just because I'm enjoying myself, I don't want this to be a thing where you have to drink. I know nowadays the culture is not to drink, and I completely understand that. You don't have to drink, of course.
Do you think that? Come on, back onto Darlow then. Just quickly.
Yeah, he's like back on topic.
Back onto.
Let's talk about Leeds.
Gabe put you off, but
exactly.
Is that Darlow? We're going to give props to him, right? But is he our number 1 next season? Just a quick question.
No way. I know.
Back up and buy a new one, yeah.
Put it this way. Leeds are already moving. Put it that way.
If you go into next season with Hermanson and Darlow as your keepers, I think you're in a good place.
It's not him who they're looking
at. The point is, if you come in with a good number 1 and Darlow as your second keeper, I think you're in a really good place as far as that position goes.
I did see something about Sam Johnston, but I don't know if there's any goers in that.
I hope that's the truth. I like him a lot. Yeah. I don't want to see us connected to Ramsdale, though.
Not Ramsdale.
Oh God, no! I don't want that guy.
So error prone. I just don't want another disaster class back there.
I I did see Connor's face light up when I said Johnston.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that another day. Congrats, lads. Best team all season. I hope you bring some colour to the Prem. All my mates that are Prem teams telling me we go down with 15 points. Well, they're just complete morons. These are the type of people.
We had more than 15 points when we had Jesse Marsh as the manager and a side that wasn't as good as our championship side. So stop it.
And all they're doing is basing that on what's happened this season, because what they'll do is they'll watch what Gary Neville says, they'll watch what Carragher says, which a lot of it is just completely ill-informed. They won't actually look at what the three going up have done in terms of recruitment.
Does Gary Neville say anything besides it's Man United?
No.
Man United.
But basically, they have no idea what has actually happened in the bottom three, because all the analysts, unfortunately, who are on your mainstream broadcast sites, your channels or whatever, have no interest in the bottom three. So they just get given a rap sheet by the producers, and they look at the rap sheet and they go, "Oh, okay," and they basically make false correlation. There's no context in what they're saying. They have no idea. Leicester's recruitment was abhorrent. When they got rid of Steve Cooper, they brought in Ruud van Nistelrooy, who was one of the worst referees in terms of time in charge in Premier League history.
Managers,
You look at Southampton and Russell Martin. Russell Martin came up and basically carried on playing football out from the back. He didn't adapt whatsoever. He didn't do a Marco Silva. He didn't do a Thomas Frank. He basically did what Vincent Kompany tried to do, just play out from the back in the Premier League. You're going to get absolutely picked off. Your players aren't good enough, and then you look at Ipswich Town. They had a League One side of which they had to recruit for. They had to recruit and bring in a stellar.
They don't have the money to do it.
Yeah, they do. They're heavily backed, but their squad just wasn't good enough. That squad was never going to. It's a good championship squad, but they need to go up, build again. They basically need to come down, build, and then go up and build, and then I think there'll be a proper Premier League side. Right now, they've gone from League One effectively to the Premier League.
Can I run something by you guys? Just questions.
Context with it.
Question, can I run something by you guys? So, we talked about spending in the past and why it's a good thing that we've not dropped a bunch of money in January, because now we're going to have a war chest going into the Premier League. I've just read something a couple days ago about a certain player being out of favor at his club and his valuation having dropped from something like 100 million pounds years ago to now between 35 and 40 million pounds. It's a question for you all, especially Connor. Would you have Jack Grealish at the 10? He's valued at 35 to 40 million pounds. That's not a huge expenditure. He's nearly 30 years old. We've seen him play well for clubs where maybe not a top 6 club.
There's nowhere we're shelling out for him. There's nowhere that's ever going to happen.
35, 40 million. You don't think we'd pay that?
There's wages in it. His wages will be through the roof.
I'd love him, but I just can't see it happening. Gabe.
He'd be a hero. He'd be a hero at Leeds. But
he would. He'd lovely. At Leeds, he's one of them players that Leeds would love him, and he would love us as well.
Listen, I'm telling you, with the money that this club has, the contracts that are going to come off our books next season, provided we sell players on, and we will sell some players on at a profit, by the way. Honestly, if they want to make a splash and stay in this league, I would make the move for a guy like Grealish at the number 10. I think that's a game changer for you. You're going to have to upgrade at a number of positions, right? You're going to have to bring a lot of players in, and you probably can't afford to spend 60, 70 on one player, because you're going to have
Gabe.
Don't get me started. It's a good
day. Is there a bit of background in one of your streams? Is it you, Matt? Is that what it is?
No.
Is it not? I can just hear some kids in the background.
Yeah, no kids here.
Daniel Leeds lately has put on. This is interesting. Daniel Farker talking to Sky Sports, and he's had a beer. I would have loved to have recruited in January, but I was told I was not allowed. To be honest, I was pretty jealous.
Let's not, because that's not what he said in January. Let's not do this.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting point.
He said he said different things in January.
Let's have a look at some of the super chats as well. Cheers for cracking season, Con. No worries, mate. No worries at all. Jay Racer says the ham sandwich impersonators tears never tasted so good. Makes
salty in it.
Champagne. Does this mean Connor's going to get back on the overlap? Get Carra on the phone, mate. Mate, I had a good picture with him, and he was. I think I belittled him a little bit, to be honest. He's a very small centre back. That's what I'll say.
Wait, did you say that to him?
Well, I give him a bit of crack, yeah.
Do you remember how angry at me, guys? This guy got so angry when I met Connor. I was taller than him. I go, oh, you're smaller than I thought. He goes, smaller.
You thought I was smaller than you thought?
I said that to you, and you got indignant about it. Do you not remember this?
How small do you think I am?
Yeah, see, he's doing it again. You said that to a former professional footballer in the Premier League, and you.
Well, put it this way. He's smaller than me, Carragher. So
I said it to a YouTuber. He said it to a professional footballer, and a Liverpool legend doesn't understand why he'd be a bit miffed.
He was aggressive on the day as well. Steve Buchan says, let the Premier League think we are going to be crap, then we'll prove them wrong.
Attaboy, Steve.
Yeah, 100%, mate. The Leeds United set up his levels above the fodder that went up last season. The 49ers mean business.
Yep. Spend big. 150 million quid in transfers, and I want us to have a wage bill in the top 10. That's what I want to see. And we should. With all the commercial deals they've had, they've done a ton of business, much to the chagrin of some of the more independent-minded people in our fan base who want us to be a mom-and-pop shop. I get it. There's a sentimental value there. English football in the 80s was different. I understand, right? Making your bed with venture capitalists is like not a good thing. I understand that objectively. That being said, if you're going to make a deal with the devil, employ the devil's tools, right? And it's better the devil you know than like one of these nation states, right? Or oligarchs. So do it this way. Spend big money. What's the point of having all this money if you're not going to spend it big? Spend it big, guys. That's what I want to see. I'll go down to my friend Parag's house myself. Tell him we'll go out for a beer in San Francisco because apparently people think I have access.
100%. Jam, you need to send another light on, mate.
Oh, mate, it's literally, I'm trying my best. I'm trying to like angle my face in a different way. Like,
are you trying to get my light to light your light? Is that what it is?
Trying to like maneuver like.
A view from the above says the Blaze Ramble comments. Can't wait for Connor's melt. This is the thing, mate. How a loser. What a loser mentality that is. That's it. You just live it like they cannot live now. They've got to live then, haven't they? They've got to hope that we melt down. Imagine if we do a Villa. Imagine if we do a Forest. Let's hope that lot. We don't do that because, yeah, there we go. Shirt sales says Leeds. Squad and owners proving this season that they have improved like last. Should work. Connor's dressed like a lamp. I am definitely dressed like a lamp. I would definitely take that. Bring on Rafinha. Maybe there's a promotion back to the Premier League.
We don't have that kind of money. Rafinha would be like 120 million pounds. Right
Jay
now.
Racer, I love you, but currently he's probably on track for the Ballon d'Or, mate. So I'm not sure we'll be able to get him back. But isn't it interesting, people? But lads, it's almost feel like we've just forgotten that today's happened and we're all already living in the Premier League. I don't want to do it. I want to stay here. I
think it was great for me, boys. It's probably the same as you. Literally, the next couple of weeks now is like feet up and chill. I don't care about the league. Honestly, it'd be lovely if we can win the league. But for me now, it's literally just like I can watch a Leeds game without.
You got to play some of the young guys, don't you? And you have to. I think you play Aronson because if he gets to 10 goals, some Muppet Championship club will pay to have him, and I'm happy about that. The more money we can get for some of these players, the better. But you're right. I think that there's no point in Dara, you're kidding, right? Can we lure Saka? Come on.
I think he's taking the bet.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting trolled. But no, I'm with you. I don't, I want to win. But then again, though, on the flip side of that, I'll put it to you guys. I mean, if you're Piro, who maybe knows that if you're still with Leeds next year, it's a reduced role, but you probably won't be because he wants to play. So he'll be sold probably for more than we paid for him, which is great. Do you want that run out in the last two games? I think you probably do. Icing on the cake. Because if you know you're not just getting ready for a Premier League season, this team will have to know. They've seen what's happened to some of these clubs that have gone up with as many or more points, and they've yo-yoed right back down. You have to invest pretty significantly. Yeah. And everybody knows, and it's been painfully obvious, that players who were the best by a country mile in the championship, Somerville has one goal this season, right? And he's had an important role for West Ham, but it's not like they're getting out there and tearing the league up. It's levels and levels and levels different. So guys that look great in the championship are not going to be Premier League players. It's just a fact. You have to retool and reload. So what would you do, guys? Would you, if you're Daniel Farke, would you play the young guys, give them a run out? Or would you, at least starting out, try to, put some players in the shop window that aren't going to be with us next year?
I think he's going to. Well, I know what I would do, but I think what Farker's going to do is I think he'll just play the same lineup to the end. He will, and then. But if it was me, I'd be trying some other players out just to finish it. But I don't know. I just got a feeling there'll be quite a big overhaul in the summer. We want the 49ers to spend that money, including the money they saved in January, which I think was the right thing to do, by the way, not bringing anyone in. So you've got a bit of a war chest, I think, to spend in the summer. And I think some of these players, a few of these players will actually go out, and I think some will surprise us. Who will actually leave us. But Farker will play this starting lineup to honour them for getting us promoted to the end of the season, I think.
Definitely. Jacob says, who would you bring in as number one for next season, Connor? Mate, I don't know how much No, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, it's...
You've been saying it for years you want this guy. So it's not... You're not scooping anything.
Yeah, and I have said that for years, but I think it's probably what I will say.
But you're not going to name him now because
no, I'm not going to name it, and don't anybody else name it. But I think it's probably closer than you think, which is good. It's good news because I think Leeds have acted quickly. Leeds United and Castleford Tigers fan says, "Hey Connor, love the channel. I've been a Leeds fan since I was born in 2004 when we got relegated from the Premier League. But the next is the Championship trophy. Indeed, mate. Indeed." Lee says, "Enjoy the moment. Love to see some of the bench players make a point now." Interesting point, man. Yeah, they could just field some of the bench boys, couldn't they? Ramazani, Bamford, Schmidt, etc. Kind of looks like one of those chavvy Swansea fans on the holiday. Jam knows that, doesn't he? Jam knows that.
Well, luckily I'm from Cardiff. I mean,
yeah, that's fair play, mate. I don't know what that looks like, but I'll take it. Do I take it as a compliment? Probably not, but there we go. Yeah. Move on with that. Anybody want to say anything else? We're gonna go, lads. Probably till about 10 p.m. to be honest. So you guys...
Connor, my friend, I have to go because I do have a queue of people waiting for me. The wife, the children.
You've neglected your family for us. We appreciate it. Leeds first.
All day. My priorities are Leeds.
Can we get love you, Matt, in the chat?
Yeah, give some love to Matt.
Oh, that's kind. So tonight I'm going to sort out that lot, and then I'm going to chill for the rest of the evening. Have probably another couple of beers like jam. And
you know what, Matt?
Try to do some work tomorrow.
Matt, soak it in, mate. Enjoy it. Get yourself on the Leeds, mate. Just relax, enjoy it. Watch a bit of content. Sit there with your mate. It's just beautiful, mate. Isn't it? It's what an Easter weekend it's been. Yeah, 6-0. 6-0.
Exactly. And I said no waiting to the last flipping game to secure anything. That is an absolute blessing to me, so I can relax.
Exactly, mate.
Thank you, Connor, for all your stuff as well, mate. Absolute warrior.
Anytime, mate. Anytime. It's been a pleasure, my friend. And I'm sure we're going to see you very, very soon. Matt is part of the Patreon. Matt is someone who I've met through there. Everybody, we've got a very lovely group over there. So thank you so much, Matt. Really appreciate it. And Thanks, get yourself off, pal. You get yourself off.
Have a good one, Matt.
Speak soon. Leeds.
See you, man.
I've got time.
Sorry, man.
Cut everyone out. I've always got time for Matt because he looks just like this guy called Sam Holmes I used to play football in uni with. He was my goalkeeper. Good keeper as well.
Here comes a really weird reference that none of us can
How is it? I've just explained it. He looks like my old goalkeeper. Oh, this esoteric, strange reference nobody could ever understand.
None of us can go, oh yeah, Gabe, fair play, mate. Yeah, I remember that guy as well. Yeah.
That guy was a legend.
Say, oh, interesting. None of us were there when your dad dropped you as a kid either, but it's still funny. I still love that story.
Oh God. Whoa, Rajiv. Jeez. I don't know how much that is, mate, but thank you.
Let's convert.
Yeah, Gabe, straight on it. What a day to witness. Thanks, Connor, for all the content today in the last 2 years. That was all worth it. It's 1:25 a.m. in India, Rajiv. Thank you so much, man. But I feel the energy like I am here. Special mention to Gabe. Love the banter here. Marching on together. Top man, mate. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And look, you didn't have to donate anything, my pal. Love to Matt, says Tim. Thanks so much, buddy. Liam B says, congratulations, Leeds forever. I don't care if it's a tenner. Could be £3.96. I don't get. So what? Come on, guys. Come on. Who's bothered? Seriously, though. Who's bothered? Honestly, No matter what people contribute, let's not take the mick, guys. Come on. No matter what people contribute, it doesn't matter. So what? So what? So what? Who cares? Who's bothered? That people contributing the hard-earned money. Some people are from around the world. Yeah, and you see big sums and you think, whoa. But no, don't worry about it. It's a lovely amount. So thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Anybody donating, doing something very nice.
Of course. It goes straight back in the channel. Connor, do you have a dream cam? Oh, Jimmy, I feel like I have to answer this, but I don't want to talk about the Premier League too much.
Jack.
Connor,
Jack.
yeah, Jack Grealish. Why not? There we go. Jack
knows how to party as well.
He do. Oh, imagine Grealish would lead. Imagine Grealish would lead.
Celebrating us just staying in the Premier League.
Yeah. He did that with Villa, to be fair. He did that with Villa. Connor, do you have a dream cam in mind? It's a tough one, man. Because basically, if I say something now, Jimmy, I will be held on it for the best part of like 2 years. So I don't want to say something.
Somebody will come up. You said that this guy would be better than such and such.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, and I know that's going to happen. So it's happened to me before, mate. So we will do videos on that.
And by the way, for anybody who hasn't read, Grealish isn't up for loan. Like Pep's told him he's not part of his plans anymore. He's going to sell him. Like it's all over.
Shut up, Gabe. Shut up. You're talking rubbish.
I'm not talking rubbish.
You are. You're talking absolute shit, mate. Why would we're not signing Jack?
I'm not saying we're going to. I'm just saying people are like, get him on loan. I'm like, that's not in the cards.
So let's bring Mark Rocker back. Just for the banter.
How much reckon?
Oh my God! If we brought Mark Rocker back, Connor. I don't know what would happen.
Connor would get excited. Right, we've got a very we've got a wobbly Burnley fan. We've got a wobbly Burnley fan coming on stream, by the way. So wait for a little bit of energy. He's in the background. I can see him absolutely shilling from left to right. He's got a beer in his hand. Let's just get to a couple of comments. I'm in the Dragon, been down to Ellen Road. It's rocking. Good lad, Lofts. Render says, I don't want to see any of these posts relating to signed Phillips, etc. Unless it's Shaq re-sign. Render.
Bring back Shackleton.
Do not bring back him.
Creative hub of the team.
I'm not bothered, Connor. No, 100%. But by the way, imagine, I'm going to say this again. Jadon Bogle at the beginning of the season coming to Leeds United and us sending Shackleton the other way. Just imagine that.
It is.
Imagine that. Colin Blackshaw's become a YouTube member. Shout out to you, Col. Reese has said Cunha would be ideal. Reese, I don't know if you're trolling, my friend. I don't know if you're trolling, but if you're not... See, this is what I love. See, this is what you guys all know from Rumour Mill. And even Gabe, when he was a fan of the channel before coming on, Rumour Mill 2020, when it was you'd have on the screen, you have Ollie Watkins to sign for Leeds for 30 million quid. See, now we've got Cunha. Now there's a title.
Do you remember we were convinced we were getting Cody Gakpo and Charles Teketele.
Man, apparently we were close. And don't forget Rodrigo de Paul. Don't forget that. Toby says, thanks for all your wonderful content this year. To shout out to you, Toby. Thanks, my man. Right, and without any further ado, one of the men who has made us just achieve this dream. Not him himself. I mean, he wishes he was this important.
A man amongst other men.
But a man amongst other men. Joe from the Turfcast.
Yes, boys, how are we? Cousins, get in there. See you next season, lads. See you next season.
Joe. Get in, Joe.
What a win.
You stood on Hamface's neck. We're all very happy.
Yes, yes. No, you're welcome. I've not seen any interviews or anything, but I hope he's crying. I hope he's been crying.
If you didn't see it, there was something that went on down the tunnel, and I thought it was between. I thought it was between one of them. But it was Hamza Chowdhury losing his mind, and Jaden Anthony's giving him. I thought, there's a Leeds connection there. It's fantastic.
Love it.
How are you feeling, mate? What's going on in your world?
Absolutely buzzing. I don't think we played the best first half, especially, but we went into obviously half time 2-1 up. And second half, it was just a case of kill the game. And when you get that second goal, I mean, I didn't want to say this at the time, but I did feel to myself like nobody scored 2 against us yet this season. We've got the second goal in a league game, so we're probably going to go on and win that. And they peppered us, to be fair. A lot of long throws, a lot of long balls, a lot of corners. People say we're the boring team. All they did were pepper us with long balls and long throw-ins. But we stood strong, as we have done a lot this season. And buzzing to get back in the Premier League.
I thought they were good, to be fair to them. I thought they started pretty quick, didn't they? They started pretty strong.
It's exactly what I said had happened, didn't I? I said they'd come on to us. I said they'd step on to us for the first 20 minutes, and we just had to hold our own. We managed to get our noses in front, despite them probably having the better of that first 25, 30 minutes. But obviously then they peg us back a little bit. But it's we managed to get the win. Obviously, there are a couple of penalty shouts which I've not seen back yet, but it looked pretty much nailed on that second one at the time. Silly defending, if you want a player standing over it, it's Josh Brownhill.
Can you believe that the best centre back in the Championship of all time as well, giving that penalty away? Critical moment, wasn't it? Unbelievable. Gabe and Jam. Lads, thank you so much for coming on. Absolutely love you both. We're about to bring in some premium Battle Lines content. Lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. Gabe, Jam, I love you both.
I'm just pulling up Wilder's interview. I'm sorry, hang on, because he's given some quotes just before you sign us off.
All right, okay. You want me to wait for you to give Wilder quotes?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair enough. I think this will entertain Joe, to be fair. But,
I've not seen any of this yet, and hopefully it's a classic Wilder meltdown.
No, sorry, never mind. I don't have it. My fault. I thought I had it.
Anticlimactic. Well, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. And Jam and Gabe, we'll speak to you soon, boys. All right. Cheers, lads. Thank you. Right, mate. All right, just us. Is this where we?
Let's just chat about the Premier League. What's your favourite ever Premier League goal, mate? Your favourite ever Premier League game? What does your beer taste like? This one, it tastes like promotion. Yay!
Oh, Premier League.
Cheers, Jim.
Cheers, Jim. Right, my friend.
I ain't got one, believe it or not.
Hey, Jim, what an afternoon we've had. My friend. What's going on, buddy, old pal?
What's that? All he can do is giggle.
Jim, he's changed it again, hasn't he? He's gone to a 4-4. He's made big decisions, and he's got it wrong.
That's exactly what we said on the Turfcast podcast pre-game show. It was spot on. ITK.
Jim, it was, mate. It was. In fact, I referenced that on the watch. Somebody reminded me that you'd had a message about this change, and it proved to be the case. Tyler Campbell were dropped, as you'd said.
Bizarre.
So your ITK were bang on, to be fair, and we went 4-4-2. I'm not. I mean, Jack Robinson in the starting lineup just fills me with dread. And if anybody saw the pre-match for us, I thought that might be the case. But whatever happened today, and we can talk about the game if you want to talk about the game, but I have to come on and say congratulations to Leeds and Burnley. The best two teams in the league this season. Now official, but
how much does that hurt, Jim? Jim, how much?
It hurts, mate. It hurts, but it's fair. It's fair. And I think up until the last 5 games, I would have fought our corner as best I could, as you know I would. You know what I'm like. You wear that, don't you? You know that. But I think when we have the sort of collapse that we've had in terms of form, you've got to hold your hands up and say, as much as Leeds had a little wobble, you pulled it back round and you went. And Burnley have just been so consistent. And I thought today, it showed signs of weakness at Watford in terms of that you could be got at. But the other way of looking at that is you came through a tough game and still got the win. Whichever way you want to preface it, I thought there's signs that Burnley are nervous here. And I thought if that's the Burnley that turned up today, we could do a job on you. And we did well for the first 20 minutes. And then just tapered off and didn't have any ideas, really, to be honest. I thought
before you started.
You grew into.
I was just saying to Connor before you started that we all said that's how the game would pan out, didn't we?
Exactly
you'd step onto us, you'd start very, very well. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. And then you just faded. Managed to peg us back a little bit with that goal, obviously, but awful defending for the penalty.
It was a definite penalty, by the way. I know you said
I've not seen it back yet, but at the time it did look like a penalty. I were a little bit. I was shouting for that first one as well on Fleming, but again, I've not seen it back.
It was a dive, that.
Is it a dive? Well, it should have been booked then, to be fair. But someone was saying on WhatsApp that his heels have been clipped. But like I said, I can't comment because I've not seen it back yet.
Is he on loan from Millwall, by the way?
Yeah, obligation regardless of what league we're in. So we would have bought him regardless. The likes of Edwards has now become a permanent Burnley player because that was
Edwards has.
Yeah,
Edwards, Anthony,
it was an
Fleming, all
obligation
permanent.
if we went up. Anthony the same. Fleming was just obligation regardless.
I'd say one out of those three. I think are good. I don't know if you've got that wrong, to be honest. I don't think Anthony and Fleming are Prem players. I think Edwards is.
Yeah, definitely.
But Burnley are a better side for signing him, and the money that they've agreed is favourable to Burnley. So I think they're good investments to me, whether you think they're Prem or not.
Yeah. Jim. Sorry. This is
it's fair, mate. It's fair.
Jim, do you know I love you lots? I'd give you a cuddle. I want to give you a cuddle.
Well, tough. You can't, and I don't want you to.
Jim, do you love me? Do you love me? Do we have a night? No. Okay, fair enough.
No, let's keep this professional. We're colleagues.
I've been cut off. A year. I mean, mate. To be honest, I thought you were right in that game. I was saying, because people were saying, "Oh, we'd prefer a 2-2 draw, so it cuts Burnley off and we can win the league." And I said, if it goes 2-2, I don't know if you two felt the same. I went, if it goes 2-2, Sheffield United are winning this game. I don't know what it was. I just felt because people were spamming my chat in the 60th.
Oh, they were spamming your chat, were they? Not like you were sending them over to spam my chat.
No, but in terms of the gameplay, I thought if you'd have got one, but did he get
good enough to get one?
Did he get it? This is what I'm saying, Jim. Did he get it? It felt like, I mean, honestly, if I'm a Blades fan, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking the 4-4-2. I completely get it. How can you take Rob Holding out when you've got a clean sheet and he's building on something like that? You're all buzzing. The fandom is very much like, and he's a Sheffield lad, obviously. Wild, he's a Sheffield United fan. He'll know. Of course, he bloody knows. Farker knows, and he's not a Leeds lad. He knows what the temperature of the Leeds fans are. He must have known that everybody's buzzing with Holding in. Jack Robinson out, you get a clean sheet against Cardiff. It's not a lot, but still, you go into that next game and you think, why is he taking him out?
There's two trains of thought to this, mate, and it's I suppose it depends on what side of the argument you fall on. It's either a fitness issue, which is a strong possibility because he had to come off.
Yeah, I think
on 82, 83 minutes against Cardiff. So if it's a fitness issue, fair enough.
Easy for you to say.
If others are saying, like Leeds and Burnley fans will love, if it's like others are saying, and it's an ego choice where he's sticking him back in to say, I'm right, he's my captain, I've stuck by him all season, I'm telling you I know the best team, then it's foolhardy, isn't it, at absolute best. So I'm hoping it's a selection unavailability issue with Rob Holding, because if not, and I'm Rob Holding, I'm thinking, why have I bothered? Why have I even bothered turning up and coming to this club when I'm a better player than what's in the starting 11, and I've got 2 starts since I've joined in January. Yeah. So it's embarrassing to me that we're picking Jack Robinson over Rob Holding when both are fit. So I can only hope that now that Rob Holding's proven himself somewhat, that it is a selection thing where he can't be picked rather than he hasn't been picked out of choice. So I don't know, mate, in all honesty. I don't know.
Footy Fanatic says, to be fair, when you're against the 6 at the back, we are never scoring, same as Leeds. Not saying Burnley. Right, you need to take a leaf out of Jim's butt, mate. Just say.
You've got to hold your hands up, haven't you? And say,
look, Jimmy's doing it right, and that's why I knew when he came on he'd do it.
To be fair, like I've said several times, it's a lazy narrative to call Burnley boring. I know Leeds fans like to do it mainly because of that game at the Turf, and I fully admit we just went to stick the gaff out against Leeds because they're the top scoring team in the Championship. So we just said, right,
we did against you though. Started Sam Byram and Gruev. We did against you. We knew what we were doing.
Can I just say, boys? Can I just say though, and I know what you're saying, Joe, and I agree with you. I think there's an art to defending. And I think when you look at how organised you are, when you lose possession, and the fact that you press so high, it's so much more than just being boring and compact. Although you do look to kill games off. But what we're going to say is ultimately,
that's what we did in that second half.
Yeah, you did. You killed the game, and you know.
And it'd be stupid not to. It'd be stupid not to. What the teams want us to do, just open up. Open up against Sheffield United in a game where, you've just brought Raksaki on, you've just brought Tyrese Campbell on. Hamer, for some
And you're up.
reason, constantly
You've got
had
yourselves in front anyway, so why
exactly.
wouldn't you?
So we're
Why
obviously
wouldn't
going
you?
to stick. Who did we bring on? Worrell and stuff and Barnes just to win all the headers.
Lauren,
Because you were prepping us with these long balls and these long throws. Yeah, Lauren as well. That were a good sub at a right time. I like Loren, but I would have wanted Loren to just man mark Gus, but he didn't. And Gus were frustrating me a bit. There were so many times where he had so much space in the middle. He were good, and there were that bit where he did the outside. He turned someone in the middle. I can't remember who he turned, and then he did a outside of the foot pass, and you were in, and then it went to.
It was Cannon.
Ben Berreton Diaz.
No, that's goal you're on about, Connor. But
yeah. And then it went to Ben Berreton Diaz.
I thought there was one where Cannon. It was, I don't know if it was Hamer, but one of them played a lovely ball. I think it was Hamer. He played a lovely ball, and he'd almost turned Esteve around. Cannon was in, and Esteve caught him up and tackled him.
Steve was so good tonight.
He was class.
He was so good.
He was good.
He was head and shoulders above anybody else on that pitch.
I thought Hamer were our best player, and he were your best player. I think that's probably fair to say.
Which tells you how the balance of the game probably went. But like you said, we got 2-1 up, but we got in front, so sit back and soak it up.
What I was going to say was, we've played you both twice. We lost at Ellen Road, we lost at Turf Moor, and we lost both games at Bramall Lane.
I think that's
what's done it.
Well, you can't. I don't think
you can't argue that you're not the better two better teams than us now, can you?
Yeah. I don't think you can get. Like I said this to you, and we were taking the piss this morning, obviously, but I don't think.
Oh, you reckon with some of them voice notes that I got?
Oh, come on, Joe.
Connor, that was the first time I'd ever listened to your voice notes and thought he sounds like a Leeds fan here. He sounds like a Leeds fan. You were getting in a mood over something that just doesn't need to be getting in a mood. Yeah, you could tell he had it.
When he was sending him, he must have had yellow bucket hat on and covered himself in flag.
You know what it was, Jim? Jim, I just travelled back from York and it was an horrible train journey. I just heard you voice noting me and I was like, I'm just going to
I knew I got you. I knew I got a nibble from you. And look who's laughing at it. I might have won that brilliant.
That was brilliant though when Connor was just like, no, mate, nah, you said something silly and you're just trying to play it as a fishing trip now. Nah, mate.
Absolutely rattled. Paul Leeds Therapy says, what cost Sheffield was a 3-game losing? It's mental. None of us saw it coming. It's bizarre. And you look at it now, Jim Bob, and you think, how do you look at Wilder? How do you look at Wilder right now? It's just a
still took him in bed if he found out his missus, wouldn't
he? How are you, mate?
You're a red rocket. No, it is one of those things where he's got it wrong, Jim, multiple times this season.
Yeah, he has.
And I know you back him, but it's...
I do, of course. Yeah.
It's I love him for great, is it?
I love him for what he's done for our club, and I think the best way to describe it, I suppose, in terms of the way I look at it, is he's got a ridiculous amount of credit in the bank. So for everything that you could look at in isolation and say, that's not good enough, that deserves X, Y, Z, whether it be the sack or whatever, I think you've got to also take into account what he's done for us. And you could do that over his time with us in both spells, or you could even do it just down to this season. I don't think it's so raw at the moment, particularly the last 5 games. We've lost 4 in 5. You're never going to get promoted automatically.
By the way, after you'd won 8 in 9, madness.
Exactly, mate. So, and that's the context. Nobody talks about those 8 in 9 that we won. It's just a case of we've lost 4 in 5. And I understand it, and it's very raw at the moment, and people will see it as a total collapse. And it's hard to look at it any other way, because it is, ultimately. But the season's not over, and we could still get promoted with Chris Wilder as our manager. So I'm certainly not writing him off personally. I think some of the fans have certainly lost faith in it, but that's because emotions are heightened at the minute. I think now that we've got a couple of games to get us heads around the playoffs, then hopefully we can all get back on the same page and have a really strong go on it together. And if he doesn't get us up, then maybe there's a conversation to be had. But I would stick with him, because we've only just started this rebuild, really. And I think another summer will see us be a really strong championship side next season, if worst case scenario does happen. So,
well, can I say what is for definite? I need to get your, and I'll let you have this. So the third, I don't know if you know this, Joe, but the Sheffield United were top at this point. Leeds were iffy, and Sheffield United were looking pretty good at this point, and Leeds were a little bit down there. Jim turned to me on stream and he said, the loser of us has to wear the other's shirt on stream. And I
Oh
said,
no, actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. I thought what you were going to do was
can I
be
finish
honest.
what I say? Am I allowed? Am I allowed?
Leeds were above Sheffield United when I made this bet. I'll just tell you that.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. So don't try and change the narrative like I waited till a weak point in Leeds season. I didn't. You go back and have a look. And I know you will.
And check that.
I know you will. I know you will. And we'll never hear about it again because I'm right. We'll never hear about it again because I'm right.
Sure?
I am sure. I am sure because you thought I would double daft for doing it when you were above us.
Jimmy, you did say to me this morning that you had better stats than Leeds United in the 2-0 loss.
No, I didn't. That's not what I said. In fact, we've got a witness here, so that's where you've gone wrong this time. What I said was, and I can play the voice note if you would like, but that you go on about you dominated, your words, you dominated us at Ellen Road. What I said was, you were pretty poor in that game. We were just a lot worse. That was what I said.
Yeah, you said we were. Yeah, I can't say what you actually said on here, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I come from a family channel. That's not a family WhatsApp group. So.
But the context was, you said, it's quite strange. You must have been pretty confident, though. You must have been pretty confident at the time that you'd finish above us. Otherwise, you wouldn't have made the bet. You'd Leeds United shirt on.
I thought at the time we had a better 11 and you had a better squad. And I think that was the narrative.
Oh, we know you. You thought you had the better 11. That combined 11 was interesting.
Well, you agreed to it. That's why it's a combined 11.
It's the first time you're on the stream. I'm not gonna. I just met you.
We did it again.
When?
We do it for Green King.
Yeah, and we got more in this time. We got more in. Sam actually messaged the producer actually messaged me and went, "This guy's an absolute deluded Sheffield. You know what?"
Oh, does he message you then? Does he?
That's his middle name. We've established that.
Yeah, we all need to speak to him.
So if anybody doesn't know, we had a bet. Now, all I'm going to allow you to have on this bet, Jim, is what colour shirt you want, because I'm getting down in the next 2 or 3 days to get you this shirt. What size do you want, mate? Just let us know on stream. So everybody's witnessed, and I am going to get a name on the back, mate. That is what's going to happen. So you are going to have to turn around, because I'd have done that for you. I'd have done that for you 100%.
Do you know what? I will say, mate, is this is genuine. Like, it's up to you whether you get a name on the back or not, because I won't wear it again after this, obviously. So you can have the shirt handed straight back to you if you wanted to do it like a giveaway on your channel or something of a shirt.
Oh, what a guy! What a
guy!
What
he's dressing up like he's doing other people a favour.
What I'm saying is,
he's trying to get out of having Bogle on the back.
What a guy!
Put Bogle on back if you want. Put Bogle on back if you want.
We will, mate.
Emmett's not far off, to be fair.
Yeah, you're just missing two X's, Emmett. You're missing two X's, mate.
We'll take that then. Joe, you gat. You absolutely
go kick a lad while he's down, Pat Butcher. There's no need for
that. Fraser says, question for all three of you on views.
Shout out to Fraser, who sent us a super chat tonight. I appreciate that, mate. A sympathy super chat. I appreciate it.
Good lad, Fraser. There is 20 points between 6th and 3rd. Lads, by the way, Jim, I want to get your thoughts on this, and obviously Joe as well, even though we're already in the Premier League, Matt. But you've got Millwall now, who, because of the results, we were all talking about them being out of it. Millwall, because of the results that obviously Cov losing, West Brom losing, are suddenly right back in it. They won today. Obviously, they're on 63. I think the 6th place on 66. You shut Jim. You want to be keeping them at arm's length, don't you? Who's the ideal team for the playoffs, mate, for yourselves? It's a harsh question, mate, straight away. You kind of like unprepared for this.
No, I've thought about it. I'd like to face, I won't mind facing Coventry. I won't mind facing Middlesbrough.
You'll smash Middlesbrough.
Yeah,
Well,
Middlesbrough.
I think
Someone said to me today, they went, "Oh, Middlesbrough will be tough for them." I went, "No, they won't."
I think Middlesbrough
are probably the best team you can face.
Borough are a bit of a shadow of themselves since Stoke's been out injured and they sold Latte. They're not the same team. So Middlesbrough would be up there. I don't want to face Bristol City. I think they have a strong chance of getting to Wembley, though, to be honest. So
I think they'll beat Sunderland.
I do. That's what I mean. I think they have a strong chance of getting to Wembley. So we might, if we get past whoever's in 6th, I think we might end up facing them. So yeah, I don't mind Cov or Borough, to be fair. I don't want Millwall, as you've alluded to. I don't, there's no two ways about it. But we'll get whoever we're given, and we are good enough to beat whoever we're given as well. So it's just whether we can put it all together. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I think you'll win the playoffs. I agree with what Chris Wilder. I said I haven't seen much of what Wilder said. I saw something on a.
So you're lying
on a tweet. No, because I haven't actually seen the video, but I saw something on a tweet that ITV put out and said we were the best 3 teams over the course of the season, and obviously that's true. That's why we're all in the top 3.
He came on and he congratulated both teams. He said Leeds have been the best attacking side in the league by a stretch. He said Burnley have gone unbeaten for 31 games and conceding only 14 goals all season is absolutely incredible. Congratulations to Daniel. Congratulations to Scott. And we've been the 3rd best team in the league, and now we've got to go and finish the job. I think.
But that 3rd best team is miles ahead of the other 3 in the playoffs. That's the point I'm making.
Connor, I think that's a stretch, mate, to be honest.
I think it's the lack of capitalisation of M at the start of Manor. That's what's putting me off.
Yeah, I think he's taken 5 minutes out of his promotion celebrations to watch one Leeds.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Certainly not live, mate. He'll join us later.
Yeah, no, I think Jim, you've got to be confident. You've got to be confident. I mean,
I'm not confident in anything at the minute.
No, but we had some blades on my watch. I couldn't believe they were there, but we had some blades on the watch along.
I can't believe they were there.
I can't. But
what the hell?
They were saying stuff like, Connor, what are your thoughts? And I said, you will win it. I'm convinced. That's why I said, like, I'm convinced, like, because they're all like, well, battle lines continue. I'm like, it will, because they'll win it. We'll be up. Thank God. I'm just thankful we're not in it, because something would have happened with us. But I just look at you, Jim, and
me.
Yeah, look at you. But I think you've got to be confident. Quality wise, lads, can you believe? I mean, obviously Joe won't be happy at this, but Blackburn beat Sunderland at home. Sunderland losing again. Is
it right though that Sunderland are resting everybody?
I've not seen the lineup or anything, but I was shocked at that. Blackburn have been awful recently, but they've suddenly started turning the form around out the bag. And are they in the outside shout of the playoffs?
They are.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, they are.
Very outside.
We play them last game at season at Bramall Lane. So
yeah, well, you can rest off your squad now, can't you? To be fair, it's not like you need to win that match, and that's not a dig. It's just
no, it's true.
In effect.
It's true. Yeah.
Chris Wilder's in the chat. That's good to see.
What you do? Saying up the Clarets?
Yeah, that's him though. That's his picture.
Yeah. That's a real photo. Yeah.
Disrespectful, that picture. It's disrespectful.
Dirty. Get him out, Connor.
It is disrespectful.
I'd use her.
Yeah, I'd use a delete.
Jimmy Glass
says. Is that the Jimmy Glass?
The Jimmy. Can I just say what an awful side?
They were appalling today.
They were. Leeds weren't great. It was Stoke were awful.
No, I thought you were good. To be fair, I can't say any other. It's easy for me to say it were all because Stoke were crap, but they were crap. They were really bad today. Jaden, the high press killed them. Absolutely killed them. They made Jaden Bogle look like a decent right back.
Oh, wow. There you go. I don't need to say anything, lads. You're all in here. There's like 4,000 of you in here right now. You've all seen it. He was immense, mate. He was immense.
We're 8 man at match, because if we weren't, there was something wrong. But I thought Ampadu played really well as well. I know, mate. Honestly. Well, I didn't see a lot of. Well, I did, because I was doing watch along. But Ampadu, when he brought the ball, he gave that foul away, which were unnecessary. But when he brought the ball out, he sort of pulled it out of the air. I was like, where's
he didn't do that
before? I know. Ampadinho. It's like, what's going on?
Mate, I thought Bogle was outrageous today. He was so good. He was
just taking Nick out of Stoke, weren't he? He was just I saw him celebrating with Leeds players.
Can you admit he's better than Shackleton, Harry Clark, Alfie Gilchrist, than Dembele or not? Or is it Dembele, Sariki, whatever it's called?
Dembele?
Whatever
Sariki Dembele? That's a forward for Oxford.
He's when he scored against Johnny. What's he called? Sariki something or other.
Sariki. I'll admit that he's better than Harry Clark. I'll admit that he's better than Jamie Shackleton.
Oh, we're missing one there. We're missing one.
I bet you do. And that's it.
Shout out to Daniel Farker in the chat.
I love it. All these celebrities are in the chat. This is amazing. You have Chrissy Wilder, Jimmy Glass,
hell.
What
I need Scott Parker to join the chat now. If he can join, that'd be great.
What a time to be a Leeds fan.
But if nice in the building, has he calmed down yet? We'll wait and see. Wilder will be laughing next season. As I said last night, don't get too excited with Bogle at right back. He'd be making Leicester score at home. But the thing is, mate, Jimmy, have a word with your man. It's not coming.
I've said it before and I've said it again. It's Jimmy's burner account. 100%.
Jimmy's there like
Jimmy's
that.
Burner account. 100% off screen now. He's just.
I'm just finishing uploading me 90 after 90 as a podcast because you can now get that on all podcast platforms. So
if you need a therapy session, that's available now for Blades fans.
Honestly, yeah.
Come on, footy. Come on, lad. Come on. Let's just congratulate. You know. Anything else to say?
What else is there to say?
We're going up.
Anna.
Super. Leeds. Do you know what? What I'll say to you, who do you think was a better team? We're not spoken about Burnley versus Sheffield United a lot yet. What do you think?
We don't have to if you don't want. We don't have to if you don't want.
I think I said it briefly before Jimmy joined in. That I felt that Sheffield United were the better side in the first half. I was surprised that we were 2-1 up. When they equalised, I was like, it's really nothing more than they deserve. They probably deserve to be in front at this point, to be fair.
10 million quid for that goal. 10 million quid for that goal.
Yeah, well,
we're a lovely goal, though,
goal,
isn't it?
Goal for them since he's signed?
First goal, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But then second half, we just shut up shop and said, break us down, and they couldn't. So someone will look at that and say that the balance of play were all Sheffield United in that second half, but they were just peppering us with long balls, long throws, and they couldn't break us down, and that's exactly what we did. So
I disagree, to be honest with. I think it was an even first half, and it could have gone either way. And Connor, you'll tell us as a neutral, to be honest, but I know you thought United edged it in first half, Joe. I didn't really. I thought you went.
I think you would.
It were very fine margins, and you couldn't have argued if we'd have nudged ahead or you would have nudged ahead. So 2-1, I thought it was slightly harsh on us. Second half,
I think we relied on quality. And we have done that a lot this season. We relied on the quality of players like Josh Brownhill and Maxime Esteve, and that's why they're obviously there at the club. Maxime Esteve was fantastic in the whole game. There were so many times where there were players racing away, and I'm one of them that's quite loud on the turf, and I'm shouting, no, he's in. And then out of nowhere, Steve, even the guy next to me went, oh no, bit of danger, because I was on my phone. He's like, bit of danger, mate, bit of danger.
You were falling asleep.
Steve were making a tackle. I was on my phone, I said.
All right.
And then Steve come out of nowhere. Scored more goals than Blades, more entertaining than the Blades this season. That's a fact.
You have.
Michael O'Donnell says soft penalty. Completely. I haven't seen it back, to be fair. But
it's not a soft penalty.
I don't think it is. I felt at the time it was blatant.
I'd back you if I could, Michael, but it's not a soft penalty.
It was
an L were poor today. I thought both centre were poor today.
He was. It's almost as if Rob Holding would have improved that, but then he got took out for whatever reason. I thought there was actually a transitional moment, Jim. It was about 3-on-4, and I thought there was a big moment. I think it was just in the second half where Vinny Souza was darting out from the back, and he played the worst pass.
Shocking, weren't it?
If that had been perfect out wide, you were right in there, because I think Burnley had committed a few men forward. It was literally 3-on-3, and I thought if he gets this right, they're right in here. I think it was Cannon on one side. It might have been Bren Brereton Diaz on the other, but he got it complete. I thought he was poor today because I thought Brownhill had a good game, and I thought that was Vinny Souza's job, Jim.
Yeah, I agree. I think he weren't at his best today. Vinny Souza's been up and down in terms of form, because I know a lot of that's been down to his fitness. When he's on his game, he's brilliant, but he's just not been consistent enough. Story of our season, to be honest. Angus Kinnear in the chat now.
He's just changed his name, isn't he? Shout out Angus Kinnear. Good luck at Everton, you shyster.
That's all in capitals now, so you know it's legit.
Yeah. That's how we knew before it weren't. So there you go. This one is.
Jimmy's in. Ricky's in the chat. Well done, Connor. Congrats. Now win the title. Who do you think wins it, Jim?
What have I said all along?
You have said Leeds. You have said Leeds.
All along. Even when you were wobbling, I thought Leeds would win it. Yeah, and to be honest, I wouldn't be shocked at all if Burnley win it, because I think they haven't gone under the radar because they're second, but I don't think they've really got their flowers this season because of the way they've done it. They've sort of there's been a narrative of that they've housed their way to this position. They haven't. They're just very good.
It's because me and you have been doing this podcast and Joe's not on it. It's just been Sheffield versus Leeds.
But they have been very good. Very good. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Nobody took us serious at the start of the season. Nobody took us serious.
We weren't as good at the start of the season.
We wasn't as good, I admit that, but people weren't taking. We were always going to be in in the debate at the very minimum. But obviously I'm buzzing to get it over the line. But I do agree with that. At the start of the season, we weren't great. The signing of Edwards has improved us, although I don't think he's been that great in the last couple of games. But he's definitely improved us, and I think that's why since January we've been so much better, and obviously managed to get over the line.
Is this the guy that you were slating in our chat, Joe? This All Things Leeds.
Oh yeah, All Things Leeds. Sorry, mate. This is you're gonna say sorry to him now, Joe. Come on,
Joe.
Who were I slating?
Just All Things Leeds. You specifically mentioned him.
I've never heard of him before. I've never mentioned.
Come on, Joe. Be a good guy, mate. Be a good guy.
No, what are you on about? All Things Leeds. I think I know who this lad is. I think he was a young lad on work experience at Radio Yorkshire. I won't mention the name in case you don't want it there, but he was very good at what he did.
Did he make you cups of tea?
This classic Jimmy narrative is in full swing now. He's going down swinging.
I'll tell you what, you hate Sheffield United, you.
There you go. There you go. Enjoy Stockport away, mate.
Come on, Michael Cooper.
Scott says, hello, lads from Ibiza. Watch both. Go on, Scott. Look at that picture as well. Is he on Ibiza there? What's going on? Brilliant.
Yeah, that looks like an Ibiza picture. That looks like somebody in Ibiza.
Right-hand corner of your profile, Scott. You have a look at it. You have a look.
He's having a great time, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? Don't look very sunny in Ibiza.
Yeah, 100%.
Looks overcast.
Watch both games and I'll talk about the group of Leeds fans this afternoon and then live footage from the ground. Absolutely thrilled for everyone. Good lad. Have a bit of respect for United fans on here. Congratulating. You're saying we deserve to stay in the division. Nice. Oh,
yeah, Ricky don't like that.
Ricky's
don't like that,
Joe. Ricky's a content creator, you know. You don't want to knacker him off there.
He's a growing content creator in the Sheffield United space. Show him some respect as well.
Any words, Joe?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Ed. Subscribe to Turfcast, mate.
What?
He's Premier League now. He's Premier League now.
Tell us what Joe will like to work with, and be honest.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section below. Would any of you take a punt on Enzo Lafay? No.
Yeah,
definitely.
No,
I would.
What were you taking a punt on? His injury record? What are you doing? How much
is it that bad, or has he just come?
He gets in all three.
Too many games.
He gets in all three teams.
You can't take Jim's opinion into consideration because Jim considers players who are injured like in any starting 11. Hamer, Vinny Souza.
Oh yeah, if you've got an injury, that means you're unable to sign for a club and can't play football again.
No, that's called a medical, mate. Yeah, I heard Callum Fowler was in your chat earlier on saying balls it up. Yeah.
No, well, he messaged me saying, "I've just tried to go in your chat and I got nuked straight away by your mods."
Mate, you do it right. You do it right having mods. I need some mods. Jesus Christ. I'm policing it by myself. Blades Ramble Burner account. Who's Sheffield?
He's changed his name to that.
He's changed his name.
So that's evidence now that it is definitely Jimmy. So if we ever needed any evidence,
that's concrete. That's concrete.
That'll hold up in court, that mate.
Yeah, it will. It will.
Not that this is going to court.
So are we looking at Blades Ramble being in the Premier League, Joe? Are we looking at battle lines continuing? I think he's giving it the big one. He bloody knows. He's trying to be calm. He knows they're going.
Are you joking?
You know you are.
I've said several times they're the best team in the playoffs. 100%. The top three are the best three in this league. Blades are miles better than anybody else in the playoffs. As we've discussed before on this channel, the mentality could get in the way of it. But Blades are a good team. I think they win the playoffs. They just need to, like you said, get over this mentality thing of never having won the playoffs before, never having scored in the playoff final, I think, as well. Apologies if that's a little bit off, but I think they're good enough to win the playoffs, and I think they will win the playoffs, and they're a good side. And I'd be buzzing to see Blades back up next season.
I would.
There you go, Ricky. That's his crawl for you, mate.
Who's Ricky? I don't even know who Ricky is. If you can't handle banter, don't come into a banterous chat, Ricky lad. Don't come into a banterous chat.
Joe.
United. No need for that, is there, Rick? Come on.
Joe, it doesn't matter how big you are, mate. You can be still recognised. Do you know what I mean? Jesse Marsh is in the chat. Let's go Leeds. I'll be back when you ditch that German fraud. Shout out to you, Jesse.
Alvin Phillips in the chat. Can't wait to be back, guys.
Oh, God. No.
Jim Bob's in the chat as well. Look, Jim Bob's in the chat. Bogle is the GOAT.
Oh, no. Who's done that?
Where I can't see him, Jim Bob.
No, Jim Bob there. It's Jim Bob and a picture of Jim Bob.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
That is unreal.
You've done well to get a picture of him smiling there as well.
That's a proper Facebook profile picture, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
No,
That is
that's the thumbnail.
That's a
shot.
brilliant picture of you, Jimmy. I love
That's
it.
the thumbnail shot.
That's a really happy, smiley. I am Jimmy.
Hide user and delete comment.
That's brilliant. You've got to be buzzing, haven't you? You've got to be buzzing, Jim. You're in the playoffs.
Oh, mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. Yeah, I can't say how happy I am that today we had a chance to our final chance of automatic promotion. Now we're in playoffs.
Okay, talk to us about. I mean, I tuned in for a little bit, as you know. I was coming over a couple of times, but
Yeah,
Dave the Nose, Man Mountain. What were that? Dave the Nose didn't look happy. He didn't look happy,
mate. We're not happy. What do you want from us? What do you want? Do you want actual tears?
Blood.
Well, yeah, not far away. So yes, mate, we're not happy. We wanted to get promoted. We haven't been good enough to get promoted. I think the way it was described was somebody said in our comment section that we have to acknowledge that we have been good enough to get promoted, or we should be promoted with the points total we have. And the context around that should be we've just been unfortunate that there's been two better teams than us in the league this season. It happened to Leeds last year as well. There's been two better teams, and now we're going to have to go into the playoffs and try and get out that way. So we have been good enough to get promoted in years gone by, but there's been two better teams than us. Jesus Christ. It's me or him. It's me or him. Get rid of him or I'm going.
I will have to get rid. Apparently, Dave the Nose was very sad. Yeah,
he really knows.
Have you?
Was there any need for that emoji, by the way? Any need for that emoji?
What emoji?
Just the very sad and then the sad emoji, just hammering it home.
Yeah. Have you already discussed Bogle's leading the fans into Wilder is a wanker chat outside the ground? I didn't know about that, mate. To be honest, I will be indulging in that after this. 100%.
You can
see
the true character of a man, can't you? Moments like this.
It's disrespectful.
Shout out to Eli Melee in the chat. So in the Premier League, couldn't have done it without me. Yeah, agreed. Right, lads. Well, this has been. I don't think I can keep this going on for much longer. But it's been a long one. It's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. Jim is the top lad, but I want the worst team to win the playoffs. I agree.
It's understandable. Can I just ask why you sent Gabe away, only lad that talks sense on this channel, when I came on? I thought I could have had a reasonable conversation.
No need for that. Come on.
I like Gabe. I've not met him before. He sent me $1.99 twice today to try and insult me.
Go on, read the comment. What did he say?
I've gone off it now.
You can't remember the comment.
Honestly, mate, the amount of abuse I got in, but I had to read the super chats, didn't I? So it's. I think I read half the sentence each time.
Do you know what the best thing was?
You sent him over.
When there was the NL bit, and then
mate,
you read it out, and all I could see was Dave in the background go like that.
Did you hear me say it? Did you hear me say what? I hadn't been watching your stream at that point, and I said, "Oh, looks like Connor's sent his people over here." Anel. Yeah.
It was just you just computed that Anel kept coming out, and then the worst thing you did was you started counting. I was like, "Don't start counting."
I got to 50 and I stopped. There were more.
Oh
I'm
God!
81 away from 7-5. If anybody wants to help us out tonight, if anybody feels sorry for me.
7-5. He was on 7,000 the other day. Jesus, this guy's growing. Bloody hell! Turfcast as well. We've got a little man up in the corner there with Redmond 15. Go subscribe to Turfcast. He just got to 5K. Mark says Blades crumble. Yep, that's right.
Original.
But John says Bogle number 2, all Leeds, aren't we? Yeah,
I love that. Original.
Right. Okay. We will leave it there, everybody. Leeds and Burnley are up. Premier League. Yes. Get in there, lad. Get in. It could have been me and Jim, but they've bottled it. Sorry, that's quite ruthless, that one.
Disrespectful, that, mate. Show some respect.
I'm sorry. That was I felt bad then. They're going to win the playoffs. They're going to win the playoffs. They're going to win it at a
100%.
canter. And we're all
95%.
going to enjoy it. And we're going to be back with battle lines at the start of next season in the Premier League.
Let's do something at Wembley for the playoff final. Leeds against Bristol City. We'll all go.
Us? What are we going to do?
We're doing a ramble. If we get to Wembley, and you can't assume that we will, because we might not.
When
we're gonna do a ramble coach down. If you two want a place on that coach, you let me know and I'll sort it out.
Really?
Yeah.
When is the playoff final?
Will they accept us?
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as Putty Fanatic's not on coach, I think I might get kicked off.
Yeah.
I might get on.
You'll be welcomed. You'll be welcomed.
What if Man Mountain was to bottle me? What would you do?
Man Mountain?
Nothing.
Yeah,
he'd be right behind him with the second bottle, mate.
I'd have handed him the bottle. Hang on, there's another here. There you go.
Should we do it?
Nobody dislikes it, lads. Contrary to popular opinion, our community is a welcoming community. It's not just something we say. Apart from when Joe then slates us all.
Not from when I joined, I was like, not him again, bloody hell. When Connor joins, everyone's buzzing.
I buy subs.
Yes, I buy subs. Rag steps in. I buy subs. Love it.
I love Matt Rocker. That's a great profile picture. That was back in the day. Look how much younger I was. Do you reckon you'd actually do that then, Jim? Do you reckon you'd get us on your coach?
Mate, we're ordering coach. We can get who we want on coach. But listen, if it gets filled up with ramblers, then they get first choice, don't they? So it's if there's space for you, lads. Look, wait. If you want to come, we can arrange it. It'd be good content, won't it? So,
Joe, what do you reckon? Would you do it?
I'd be up for it.
Would we get tickets then? Or just get us down there and
We're
leave?
not waiting outside for 2 hours, are we? I'm not going down if I'm not going up game.
See, lads. We're just going to go to the pub for a couple of hours.
Imagine.
But imagine if Sheffield you were in the final and they concede, and there's just Jim just
It's
turns
just us two sniggering like, for God's sake, I don't want to be here.
Jim just turns around to me and Joe like that.
Yeah. I wouldn't dare speak to him. If Blades went 1-0 down, I'd just put that shuffle away from him, like, yeah, keep out of his way.
Honest, I'm awful when we're losing. I'm not great when we're winning. So
you think you'd be used to losing now, wouldn't you?
I could tell them that. I could tell them that stream, mate, when people were coming. I told people to stop, and they didn't listen. So I'm sorry for that, but they didn't listen.
So you released the hound.
At least you tried.
Yeah, I tried. I released them.
Jim Bob does it. Jim Bob does it. Yeah, Jim Bob don't stop. He encourages it. Yeah, go on. Call him names. Go on. He ain't Sheffield United him.
Sheffield United. Right.
Yeah, you'll be fine on bus, Connor. You'll be fine.
I don't think I will. I think it's going to be worse. I'm going to have to do some gym exercises before I come on this bus. This is MMA lessons. I don't know.
Wear that shirt, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Does Sheffield want to borrow Bogle? That's a good question. What are your thoughts?
Sheffield they've already won league. Sheffield, I think.
They hate it, don't they? To be fair, I get that. It winds me up when people say that, and
Kev's absolutely thrown the jibes in there. It's almost like it's a double prong.
Well, you can tell he's bright by profile picture. So,
oh, Jimmy.
Sorry,
too
Kev.
far, too far. I'm the disrespectful one, apparently.
I feel I've let myself down there.
So. You've let yourself down. You've let your community down.
I've let
your family down, mate.
I have.
Everyone, come on.
I'm not perfect. What can I say?
Kev, you are beautiful.
But Kev, you were after a bite and you got one. Fair dude.
Jim might give you a lift down, but yeah, I feel like if we went down, the coach would definitely leave us, Joe.
Jaden Bogle's in the chat.
Yeah, we get stranded in London.
Where's Jaden? Where is he? Jaden Bogle's here, says Blades Rap, says Jimmy. Connor on Misfits against Jim Bar, bye Subs. I don't know where
one above that. It was the one above that.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm not going back to. What's the profile picture? Jaden, chill out, mate. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Right, come on. We'll wrap up.
Thanks. You've been saying that for the last 20 minutes. Like.
Yeah, no.
Look, I've had Daniel Farker. I've had Jim Bob enter the chat. I've entered the chat.
That's the main celebrity. Jim Bob's in the chat.
Myself with I buy
subs. I get shirt sizes too small. Fill up back up. Muscle top.
I love how he's doubled it as well. Oh god. Right, let's leave it. It's been a long ass day. Joe, give us a smile, mate. You look like you're upset. You just got promoted.
I'm just reading comments. I'm having a look at comments. Me having a laugh here.
You can always tell when Joe's zoned out and he's doing something else. Do you
know,
remember
yeah.
the other day? Do you
I
remember
did at work for the last 2 hours.
Do you remember we were doing the
Got
battle
stuff to
lines
do,
the other
mate.
day? Battle lines the other day, and you zoned out and you started working. I thought
Yeah, and you went, Joe, what do you think? I went, what's the question?
Jesus. You do realise you're in the Premier League now, Joe. It has to be Premier League style content as well, mate.
Yes,
None of
mate,
this
don't worry. Last time, I've been there before as a content creator, mate.
We've got to stop. 2 up from that, Connor. 2 up from that.
2 up. 1. I'm off. You get out. You get out. I love his profile pictures of Ben.
Yeah, trash.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Do you lads want to zip off? It's up to you. Do you want to stay on or do you want,
I'm going. I'm going. I need to see my wife. I haven't seen her all day and I've been watching rubbish football matches.
Oh, yeah.
So.
She's
You've
going
been
to be
watching class football matches, mate.
She's going to be she's going to be absolutely buzzing to see you at 10 to 10, mate.
Oh,
that's going to be
my
class.
face like a smack backside as well.
Babe, we didn't get promoted.
Do I sound like that?
That sounded pretty spot on to me. As somebody in the middle, that sounded pretty spot on.
Babe.
Oh, no.
I'm just ridiculous.
That sounded a bit grungy, that. Right, okay.
Yeah, right. Cheers, Connor.
All right,
see you
boys.
next season, mate.
All the best. See you soon, Chip fellas. Make sure you subscribe to those lads. Well, it's been a marathon, hasn't it? No, it's been an absolute marathon. Andy Hinchcliffe's in the chat. God. Where do we go from here? What do we do? You let me know. What do we do? What do we do? Andy Hinchcliffe in the chat. Lads and lasses, I'm beat. I'm done. I might have to sayonara. Champions, Jamie. Can we just take it in? Can we just take it in? That's it. You're going to go to bed tonight. You feel it. You love it. You take it in. Leeds United are champions. Well, we will be champions, but we're promoted. Brilliant, innit, everyone? Absolutely brilliant. All I've had, honestly, I've just had no food. I've had an Asahi, small can, another Asahi, and then we've had a stubby. We've had a pint, and then we're on the second. I've just not had any food. This has been the longest stream I've ever done. So when I've not had food, it hits me a little bit quicker, as you can probably tell. Oh, Jesus. Comments have been hilarious. Connor, if you could sign one player tomorrow, who would it be? I'd probably go Sam Johnston. Maybe. Superb content, Andrew. Yeah, cheers, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. This guy's the funniest guy. You're right, man. You're right. I might keep your comment on screen. I buy subs. I want Daniel Parker to fail. Good lad. If you know, you know. Get Author in the chat. Let's claim some glory. 100%. It's been brilliant, hasn't it? Eating is cheating. Party all day, Connor. Still for me, Connor. Vancouver. Love the stuff. Play the song, Con. Do you want me to? Promotion. That's Leeds. We're there. No playoffs. That's Leeds. 6-0. Bogle, not good enough. Not as good as Harry Clark. Bogle, not good enough. Not as good as Harry Clark. Vinny Sousa's better than Tanaka. Vinny Sousa's better than Tanaka. That's it, everybody. Guys, I'm going to leave it. I need to go up. I need to soak it up. Love you. Con needs to take some days off. Connor's been here for you content-wise. And I'm done. I'm happy, but I'm done. I'm drained. I need like some food or anything. I love you all. Please make sure you slap a like on the video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to go to bed. Have a few beers, then go to bed. It's been an absolute pleasure, everybody. I love you all. Ryan, I love you too. Thank you. Leeds United, a Premier League, everybody. Please make sure you slap a like on the video. If you want to donate after, you can do. You know how to do it. You can join the channel as well. It's been a pleasure, everybody. And I will see you on the other side. Leeds, Premier League, baby. Get it.